Because and you may not cry, maybe fear president frame me. Will be some Matiana, but now Mati home popular, but I wasn't very sure. Now was like quickly, no, me check it from maybe authentic. I check here. I just say no cry. I'm a friend of catch them.
Motini yade.
Yes, in the area that is last Wednesday, no, na kwala car one ho. Say you didn't call colleague. I didn't I see you. But not all come out. I almost I come back from my I see you. I didn't borrow your heart.
Iti na said ya yatete no monso moti bi se na eye COVID-19 na. Kwambezo na de we afa so aha mo party.
So wow, you say John there. Oh yeah, grassroots person and they are Casano resonates with the grassroots very well of our party. A major player. More so when let's say a week or two ago, no, he's been hearty, he's been very active. The conscience to cry for anything. Almost election, almost year or primary, he was very active with me. I was in Kumasi around that time. I donated one pickup car, more constituency number, almost the age my color. And see, then some of the but I say the idea why you pull and I say you actually put that. I cannot put the vegetarian, but somebody who is very active.
Idia wo kan de na just ade na ye short illness pa o.
Yes.
Wow. As the general secretary waba betena na konwa yisu yi edem pa na mbotimi ede akai St. John ebra na oye chochorofo panyin ene enu akire. We de mami ende no akejebi yama ye ho hyede ye ne John Boadu ende di nkomo ni we de nsema me interview am nyina aka meyam eja me questions am pile MPP primaries ne normal bi am say me de to because say nyina yete ho eya semo etire chese primaries no odi mutintiman
but Sir John ye giant we MPP party ni mo.
O say me answer na beba na me ka say mantene yade.
Yes okunini.
Mantene yade.
Be like
MPP primaries dey say wo ye enye na wadwi mienu ntamu ani. Inti
because say utie John Boadu a me John Boadu nyi oni. Me John Boadu ultimate say ono okasa like he's a sarcastic person. What did I say? Like as ohuru, as you are no, as you are no, as nani jene ho. Na
when say McJerry, the Seventh-day Adventist Church should also be consoled. Indeed, a great tree has fallen. A great pillar is gone at the time we needed him most. Wafa Sir John was a symbol of godliness, courage, kindness, and a unifier. But God has called him for another duty home. Wafa the year. Where ya yaw adomako befi.
Wow.
Former communication director Dema MPP acting of course. And now all the way abba. So yes DNA. This is just an idea. Unfortunately.
Hey. we the MPP amanyo kuo no omo nhya den kese pa
Korea ba be ha adwen o.
Ghana hwe ade kese omo nhya den.
We chere say the oma confirm COVID-19 na chere say the constituency mo so mo ye serious contact tracing na wo ho.
Yeah.
So some your contact tracing because said ya JB can just say prime minister ni nyina no di mutinti man ba gidigidi.
Na adwumam ho no won.
Na the adwumam omni ade na just say contact tracing e be koso.
Adwumam ho no won.
Wow.
Na unsa no ne guys na no mo so boa we forestry we no na national youth employment way for no.
Yeah.
Unsa no ne omo word that
why I'm saying I think 1 year for no woman na unsa no more model bi na forestry duanom ne ade na forestry commission for no na man that affairs.
Oh ya niama.
All right. Because our message is no the better 050-372-1744. 050-372-1744.
Job say ya bo nipa ma obre ani owu e be ne den ebi be kwa agya bi ahemfuchine nti mu de mu ni kan yen so ye beba daily guide obokrata no na me de etoaso na me de etoaso de asa de na medical aka no water region from Mantemu na watch say sabre de NDC for wo mo aba be tene easy lovers yo ni nyina ne say water region edipa be say 19,000 na itimi register ye dakrope dakrope na omutimi register asa nti ama NDC for kro mo feel easy for pa na eno watch say asante achem north MPP show ne gunfight bi akọso wo wono mo a eno no wo mo de ansem na ba beto krata no anim hanom onumonyamfo kwaku AGYEMAN no so eda anim hanom wono so eda anim hanom a no wo che se sisi ano wo mo adan sika bi adi a eno no wo mo de ba beboa na frontline workers no wo mo de aso mo asene de aboa ma adwuma bi enso tumi akonkan wasi 80 million for health workers special allowance eno no enti eno so yensam a eba eno wase akonfowemfo bi akwakopie mu ewo eye asori bi mu eno wo mo aku papa maami bi anase papa bi ewo honom waku papa bi ewo honom nti daily guide obokrata ensem a wode aba enenu dade wokọ aba nti kobra
Mame komre na harago sami ababeto ye ne panifo ni bi nkasa sa ye wi ane atie sim na chese ye ko enim ye ne Dr. Kwame Amakotofo in fact one of the leading members of the Man New Patriotic Party ye ni komo na ye bisa wo said ya ote doc ye mo achi na pom ti say
Jadaroma you bet you na kwa environment metana accredited
amen na also everyben na wonya eye breaking news ifa eye mo amunu amode hie say John wada ne sabekomsi
numre me sakara be 7 o'clock 8 o'clock and I joke no what trouble
but answer na no yan hwe bia na woni no anya nkutanwudie bi within maybe atwamu ya ansa na bia wote say ya admit no wayere sabia
in fact I'm set at that yeah admitted on no but it's like on restaurant to be next door to the German now one ya damp back with a buy and then I damp no buy stuff or bechiame don't say John there no jokes any asante abebuo kasapi aya o kache di panese there be onyamba menim say oni me won komo mu oduye o ye ready and over to only on chairman last time between kan am say from enkontabu mu no am say the same day na de chien ho baby and da broyare man tirin kakwe ya metia na say wo de bibia when you back at it ya nya ho shock papa because I wasn't expecting to obey yare you be a minim so yare and I really be a move a happy because nkɔmmɔ a na wɔka deɛ bɛbi no na menim kɔkɔkorɔ na wɔte ho akyerɛ wɔ bi na no ɔpɛ so ɔba a mesu sɛ nkɔmmɔ no mu wodu abɔ bi ato asa.
Okay. Na ɛdeɛn paa na wobɛtumi de akae sɛ John Ghana yɛamanyɔsɛm mu ne MPP party mu titiri?
Ɔwɔ native wisdom, ɔwɔ nyansa bi a bɛfa de sɛ ɛyɛ yɛ tradition anaasɛ yɛ apapasɛm mu wofa mu na ɔho sɛ nnipa bi a wɔtumi bu ba pii no ɔwɔ nyansa bi a wɔtumi de nsɛm abɛbuo to nsɛm so na ma no yɛ correct. Sɔɔte na ɛbɛka na sɛ ɛyɛ obi a ɛhyɛ sɛ wɔtumi okuta twi asante twi kasa no okuta mu dendenden ote aseɛ ebu bɛ ɛde si asɛm so firi sɛ na nea ɛha me kɛseɛ ne sɛ party no na yɛhia people like him a asɛm no adi a ɔde sereɛ anaasɛ abebuo anaa mfato ho etimi kɔna no at a certain level and he was improving. I feel that by next year not we have picky pa and it's so free montable. The partner do soon be papa. One of my platforms also made a Kasebi Toswa. There's one name where interview now a Wodi Mahama. So that's the kind I could check Contomre no, the sanity. Let's just say for the too much effort. Near Sabi Mahama Yeno, Yansan so 8 years. I'll take the past the kind of granted or the Quakucha. I'll put the Contomre. Contomre is the idea, very life. Yes, that kind of wisdom or the expression of what the cannot or Yansan the custom again the custom money effective. I think would be part of it anymore. Or couldn't anymore. Tell me I've studied him over the years. Constantly, I think it's now Nanku on the next level of real development within the party and the country, service the country.
Yɛhwɛ yɛamanyɔsɛm a yɛyɛ ɛwɔ Ghana ha na wɔhwɛ strikes a ɛyɛ yɛwura kwadwo nso afiri yie wayɛ ɛwɔ mu a wɔatwa sa bi a sɛbe obi bi ɔbɛyɛ n'adwene so obɛdi Ghana amanyɔsɛm akyi no at least obɛtumi de ayɛ nhwɛ so deɛ.
Nkwadaa na ɛba no deɛ ha me ne sɛ wɔn ama modernity anaasɛ kasa bi a wɔbɛte ntɛm ase ne computer IT computer Facebook nneɛma saa ɛma adwene ɛma information ɛma education ehia mmom adeɛ baako ehia paa ne sɛ mobɛtie obi a ɔwɔ fie nyansa na wakyekyere account deɛ ho as you are developing no now you are getting better because you are widening your scope of knowledge and wisdom. So when you say knowledge there, then baby, and then just what me a master now, why you don't pee? When baby, ebi akɔ school when you are for and now with me we're reading to with him you do it and not just in the answer and no and the what's that amount for the encourageable thing when him answer there more school answer this was the fear answer the mom was some with stamp from I'm pegging for no be a but John say was a very good example. He was defiantly funny and wise in the way he gave his ideas out to diffuse the opponent. Very effective. Or communicated very well. Or a lawyer, yes. And why a politician, organizer for a long time. Major General Secretary to William Amanyo after and I didn't a day at home. And a choir of a day can for effect.
Semo.
Eti nyame nkura ne yam. Oye menua ketwa madam fo. Na etele inshia so se ohun wache na wasanko ohun ana bi na nka wose de wo joke or ka obestre ana ro. Very effective. And no I'm serious make it catch for be no many account near 2 or 3 of them say, hey, any joke like that. But I put the response was, hey, this is a wise man now. Me, I see him as all plus very dynamic. But you're bold party and a manyo. We hear will be all could draw. No back can. Yes, and the book was what the young stands to them. No kind of book at all. And then the man no tomb pong corner. Yes, yeah, you Nippon Crassa. That's your a truthful Pia, a whooped baby a share. Me a winnie papa. We no want to say. Nene dear no. So pay your back and pain. We understand so as we no ya pa. Saying now what a month would be to me is sheer. Who would depend. And then Nadane, you will rest near one whom you are the intro. I'm penning for being to me, double check. Now, quite after me, their tariff. Or no, Osefi, Onya P, that kind of attack. No, ya, where you bema enough for those that P. Wawa to go. Obogu, the Ebanu Conan, the Ebemana Conan. I think I know over here the right. So General Secretary, the way you want to that level, but or potential for other
things. Dr. Kwame Wagoto for
yeah,
I don't pay your bedas.
Not seeing it.
Your main name.
Yeah, man, sure.
Amen.
All right.
Jenny, Dr. Kwame Wagoto for one of the leading members of the my MPP, New Patriotic Party, inti. Yeah, that's sorry, I young cabin shame. And then, yeah, tete. You mean some? And you gusua. You di home and come away. I need 100.9. Ghana Montie.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Jamagana for kwa baby everybody 100.9 messages no. Nkranche message a owodema eyese John Kodio uso free a lawyer. Nebusia 0503721744 0503721744 the abedi yemfa we ntwem na ye bazisi
chat up, but you have to miss any maybe. And until the minimum didn't crow, I didn't know what to want you. So was I, Minion way, no was API. You go out, me bonny baby. We had him up right. What's it want you? And way, no was API. Oh, better way. We had him up right. What's it want you? And way, no was API. Oh, better way. I'm a packet to be a one in the we have an onion jump for Primo, no man, somewhere, Mobo, and no mother, and me what any dear mo. I'm out for a journey who is she. Oh, what you want you? I'll put your see and Kenya. It way, your boy and Sunny Bra. Now someone's in a chill. I did some money more than you from tonight. And I am no mother, did you have any? Mini, no baby, and I see radio bekonia Yanome ya see the door from my we see the me kwa media mini anome me de fine in the eye we so me moe mama me so me no we are me body baby right me see mama me so me no we are say my dia any so me I mini anome and come in the down why you for the papa I'm out when I come in so jano in kwa oh I me bonny baby no ye di ma brai what's the audio and way no CPI wo better way
eyan samo ni nyina ne ye Sir John lawyer Kwadwo Owusu Afriye enka ne church for penny de ma eye MPP Auto so be wo no CEO de ma Forestry Commission. Yeguso aye di nkoma ne ye ne eye yaw adomako ba fi enkane na okasa edema MPP. Ye no eni nkomo na oyobi nso a eye lawyer Kwadwo Owusu Afriye. One ne tu anamo bebre. Wa ve amache. Ibi aboko.
Ni nyina mu nyame ye nyame.
Yo. Ebra wote eye wofa. Kwadwo Owusu Afriye di wuyi. Bambe so ne fa so hete o.
The edikai o ka sem se kan na ma MP. Ikuso. Na senia Sir John ye nyina wofa. Of course ye party ejuma le bi no so nyame to nsafre. Ye mu bi e bekoso aye. Enti enye se bia na me penny. But you say no obi di anim. But ye go akire ejuma ye no kra pro. Ye kane ye penfo no kra. When ya Sir John de there's an outrim you know in some way. And the mammy did care free when you have been free. It may go commercial and my friend said me ban hold or see how we can. To me call offer or share the knickers, no I give a t-shirt, no I give a campo. And minute contrast, you didn't come and was me kujan there and kujan. Inti me sami bank. Timbe do you know. And I'm a friend, I'm saying a question. No, see, our family, I'm a home family. Into the which I'm a friend. Tiano Pano friend, no, see, my home family to be done before. Now, me saw ya. Oh, Unyamia, no problem, but oh, friend, no, Unyamia, a man how. Now, me saw ya, my friend, the income. I'm so family. Intimate, intimate, the training. Enna, Yamran Tiana Bacon should be a cotton power or maybe good work, my friend, Raphael. Suffer Raphael. On a yask or a man on the year penny or head insurance. I'm so Raphael. Kono, na feed them a throw of 5 million. Or Castle be doing phone. Or quite also for you, Tina a yedding. Into me, say, any radio net, I am in that. Tina by 7 Samata. I say, Miss Ram Martino, before so me be Omo Flo Kumasi, Omo friend DC, Omo friend PP, Omo SD4, and so for it. The soft for penny back a friend Pastor Kudia. And of freezing the wife phone, so was framing. No, say, John the Aban, a penny, not a demon. Take it didn't come on, and I say, was a cook. Minia, Sir John, you can say, I can't say what you better.
na nyɛ sɛ John kwa na ewu nipa bebree na ewu aka sɛ John san sɛ nipa na wɔn ano ɛwɔ sɛ John boto mu no ɛma wɔka ɛnyɛ sɛ John kwa na sɛ bi owu nipa na awerɛhoɔ ebi a ɛba wɔn so wɔn kɔdaa na mu na sɛ John sɛreɛ nko ara no ebi tumi ama wɔn anya sɛreɛ no menua nyɛ sɛ John kwa na ewu o deɛ no to nkyɛn a wɔn sɛ firi titi bɛ nyinaa no ɛnam sɛ yɛn party dankwa buzia dombo tradition no mpanyinfoɔ wɔn nyinaa yɛ nipa obi nsi yɛ wɔn pɛ adwuma ɛpɛ mu ahyia nti no opposition parties over the years no abrande yɛn sɛ yɛn pɛ nipa anaasɛ sɛdeɛ sɔn yɛn ne fɔmfoɔ nyɛ pɛ ɛyɛ wɔn adwene ɔbɛn na obi kɔ dankwa kufuor ado ɔbɛn yi wura adwuma kum kufuor ɔbɛn yɔfa kwame adoko wɔn mpanyinfoɔ nyinaa wɔn wɔ fam. But Sir John you fear or buy ya or poor ma or typify a erroneous impression. This answer said your song. The Syria anything same can anything city or cut it across. Sir John you fear who we are but more than understand this is for no so be. You say you don't get the idea to be was no Kwakuba and on the other day. The politics obey the Yassano. Why never say MPP or Yema or mining in a to a minor that break your boy. Na Sir John you be a minia ba ayo som so 70 Adventist we say Adventist na Sir John fa no som entoto nchen ye ba mai mu no o pe wo bia o bo mo de pa rezi sd o ye yi mo se do yi Sir John na yi mia mo fa o se prenta na ja o di nso ya be kan mo bi ya ye ko na ekra na enye nchen minia and the PM some radio stations station medical akaso also asem no edi papa asem no edi and me yi pass ni nyuma pa obeye ni ha no aso nyame ani nti bia na nyame so dwumadi bi di ma no so to asiesie
wafana edi
itio
obi bebisa sɛ ohwɛ MPP amanyɔkuo yewura lawyer Kwadwo Usufrɛ twa legacy bɛn paa no wagya ɛde amankyerɛ ma
me dasipi ofanse jodi nneɛma a wagya no ayɛ te sɛ abɛ ɛho mfasoɔ no ɛdɔɔso interpersonal skills the human relation ɛyɛ one legacy of the politicians across the globe sɛ baabi nyame do ɔkɔduru biara no brafɔm na ne nipa nyinaa ɛnyɛ pɛ yɛka yɛ mu yɛ paa tena bi kakae sɛ nipa bebree yɛ a ɔmo ano ɛwɔ sɛ adwom botom ɛna ewu aka no ɔnni bi koraa no ɔbɛproduce no ɔde ama na ɔyɛ obi nso so a ɔka nyamesom ɛne amanyɔsɛm ɛde bɔ mu ewiase afa na nyɛ taa ka adwene sɛ amanyɔsɛm ɛne nyamesom nkɔpɛ ɛnyɛ nokorɛ Sir John distinguished himself as a Christian, a Seventh-day Adventist, and as a political leader. And then also that in Kenya, he was able to break the barrier between political parties and non-political parties. What the political parties need be Sir John office, saying Gimpahui, not according the extension of MPP party office. He's one of those people. Yeah, almost a bomb that Minia said enough of Tuffour Kano. Sir John, if you combine wit and sage, assembly didn't say the Beniano, or best passing real coin bito. Young man, when you pay beer, you would beat that to two, mamma two, when you have very copious about it. Crobo do say, any Jew appear, any beer, and there era escape waffle. Assembly didn't say the Beniana, or the Syria, any Agura Grocans. No way,
Ede wafa ya adoma ko befi ya bedasi aye need 100.9 yewura Kwadwo Usufrɛ lawyer ana oye chief executive officer the Forestry Commission ya da sore ya yanti asem de abese ewiem adan is having comes okay. All right. Yeah, kakaka. Okay.
Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie, Ghana Montie.
Ye kan say Nyankopon fa ne kransie. Na yeguso a yedi enkomo yi na ye ne Deputy General Secretary de ma MPP na no biri boan. Ye ne ni enkomo. Nana, maje.
Majoso.
Nana na won te say.
Na me adaroma.
Ye de nyame ase. Ye rekwadwo wusu afriye ede mpa na ode kan no. Ewo ne titiri MPP mamanyo sem.
Oh, we are very loyal and committed. That's a Udima Cotton, Udimun Tintimampa. Omuwa Buchiri na be Dimun Tintima. Oh, yeah, Sir John, Katie Hammond, Kofi Juma, any binum. Tamane or Hanoa, ye Dimun Tintiman, number so Buchiri, be Dimun Tintamampa. Na, Nanado Bayano, President Kofo Bayano. The being the buy, the better was. Until the MPP for Mapa, or your MPP ni Mapa, or MPP, or Cocopa. Another a year ago was Sir Johnson said, no, yet person in coming up, or near do for the pet, or near Yachum, or near you. Oh, betting a boa, be betting a boa. A Kitano pursue Dibia. Economic or Bemobiadi. And in honesty, Nanado Sanabai and Ananado by MPP for man and Mema Media Bansepa. The word is answer now. They say, when you're going to be auto, say John Downama. I'm got so for us a down crowd, or a Sir John Downama. And it is true. You don't know, you're going to be brave. The paper. Until MPP Waboa. Baba won't come be Missy Waboa. A Wakasia. Oba man location. Let him say Waboa.
Na obi beki say me edikan ebrebe na wankasa wote bia na yade an kosi say enra na jude suom yete say wafiri mu.
Meteno last week. Nse ye ko acclamation na memenada. In terms of there's a banana now, and the hospital.
Wow.
Because last 2 weeks, you know, Oba, in your big baby man by I won't know.
Ayate krapo se ne maame ni nua ba ra afiri mu a womudi ayi na kwakwa August mu ho. Somewhere say 27 to say.
Okay, Nini are not the anam clear, no mamma clear.
Eyasemo. Nana yansha political pundits bit to say you know. Ayana bibi say about sober reflections buying and the titiri in chirima. Wamo money di amanyo semochi. Esesa wamo ye. Na wamo nso wamo timi sunya di free na ebuo mabrabo wo Ghana ni titiri amanyo semo.
But Sir John, Casabio can fear delegation. And the party be a young people party be a can fear delegation. Now Sir John can say fear delegation. Sir John can say fear delegation. A party be a MPP, NDC, CPP, PS. I mean, it's all over Africa, you know. The beer and your back can say fear delegate.
Sa kasano ewo nsunsuansuo bi ewo ya manyo sema na yeye.
Oh, of course. Fear delegates. I Kwame to fiakona. Omko ye GFA abato. No se Kwame to no ye Georgia free kasama fopa. Ana ombisa nso abato first round na Georgia free nyana. Kwame to the bigina air condition the mission film. Na Kwame to ka say yeah, Country Sir John can say fear delegate. It's not politics, sports. The free book, we have to talk fiacon. Hey, Sir John can you or about a fear delegate? No, I am a cross and fear delegate.
What's ahead of 2016 about to na wohwe Yura Kojo wisu free na ahoɔden na ho keka ntoabo a MPP boy even 2020 die wahya ase ate say on this for kasa utumu say yes waye eager and the abere
no crava
inti wohwa ade we aye big blow to the party
sabe the MPP assassinate no sabe obi oye MPP activist and some parties biara no matter where you come from, no matter the position you occupy in society, a big blue for the party. I want to be like I say, the Biakasa MPP, a big blue for the party. Obia Konakracha, it's a big blow for the party. It's a big blow for the family. It's a big blow for the dependent.
Wow. Oh, Manakat. All right. Now, yene a Deputy General Secretary the MPP and I need in common ye nana obri wahen. Na yabeshe na messages in so de itwagu a say itwagu ni both your Facebook and your WhatsApp messages in your WhatsApp line so nti eno so yabeshe na yakenkan bi na ye the amount. Aye neat 100.9 na wo hwe Frank Damoa or say Randamwa say, I'm watching you live from the New Jersey. Also, so sad. Kukwasi kurasini pa. Ni Nyamiato Safren, also Jacob Fan the Crazy. AGYEMAN, if you AGYEMAN Ventures, Chronom, saying that I urge the Electoral Commission to be the safety protocols in all the registration centers. Now, say Johnson, Oman the Demirifa, Honorable Abedi. Kwada Kumase. Wow, also Dr. Abedi Kwada Kumase now say we live our lives like a story that is acted on a stage. You all have entrance and exit. No one can act forever. May Sir John rest in perfect peace. Eric Hakuna enso di Frikofodia. No so ne die nie. I say, I'm really saddened by the sudden demise of former General Secretary of MPP and CEO of the Forestry Commission, Sir John. From being jovial, he has mentored many young politicians and he has paid his dues. We Eric Akuna Matata Oforidia. Yakwani yane enkane domfrefo edema eye NDC. Now at the same time, the near yeka say, or no any two franca ediama NDC will boom about to empesua. So you're a Kofi Adams, so wow, man. So go be match. Oh, Kofi Ahomano, Akate, your best sign, Akone. Oh, Susie Bedu, or say, oh, Sir John, rest in peace. Teacher Kujo, Tapen in Suso. It's so sad to hear the sudden death of Sir John. May he rest in perfect peace. No bumper is in a coupon and domino. Now the body behind a coupon fanchano. Adachi yet to be a shia. And so the dia or the abba. And then so bet me the audio call Facebook Live. And I say, what the befa 050372 1744 050372 1744.
Ghana Montie, 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 Ghana Montie.
Can you go man so near Iraq Kofi Adams say ni come go be match.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, me Jodo, me chawe here for.
Et you for Jodo pa now so what to say?
Oh, nyami di ache. Ikusua yeah nia. or the Ashayan say a quacodu eda or no abeka say a juma or the Ashayan son a baby and the Yembrana Yembe Boom Kunta until says Adan Bevani if you saw a bay.
Ofi ye record o so free ye woni na ahia di nkuta ho bi pen na edien na what the kind.
Yo, Sir John, as we popularly call him, or you be is just a normal politician. So, what in Nekasa, ever radio so, any the way or Casafa politics, my obedience say, or you be away ne opponent, and in the Inkita Hunter. Now, so the normal politician that he is, which yana who say, there were different political parties and our opponents. We related so well. We think common sometimes the general political party issues, the way our position, the way our behavior, who are being and all those things. Idea is shared. Sometimes, even in some challenging situations, you think common or a quantity of course, idea you saying. Oh, honest baby, so saying idea by me. So we relate and talk. That was the kind of relationship this is now here. And later did we know say so soon say John Okoda, one sorry. And it's really unfortunate. Now it's unfortunate, say Bansa, but what can you say? Mia eha me pa any the reporter can say this area the unfortunate situation and or struggle out of it he couldn't really survive. And no a warning to even many of us. Say ye binimu yenya kwenye say yenka wasema will continue to remind ourselves that one life lost is more than even many. More behind say you be 1,000 deaths on the street, then go for entity talk and sana you will say adye abase babe higher. And that is why many of us na ye kasitia mass gatherings omo intini ayeka ene mini wo kasi you so aye registration na ohwe ni aye koso we registration centers you be registration minim ni padodo who will fall into that situation. Electoral Commission so they should not be blamed for mass gatherings at their registration centers. Now one more registration by meanwhile nipa unkwansem na you and the rights of Ghanaians to also decide on normal leaders. Na yenhwe ye ochina bibiba yehu bibi ayede mfumso no beden bekwa court. Penifo motena so says will stand blamed forever for any infected and life lost as a result of registration or modified. And on this occasion now, issue about John Nekwa let's take it as a warning. First and foremost, advice there if you say my as Ghanaians say, you're very careful about and observe the protocols of this COVID-19. Then so penifoswa omode share that process in one who correct it and uncle for him so omu come to kwa omo so close even more you says there are any big anything that will happen to all these persons yembompa say move here but to be who they will answer for their souls. Those in 24 money subject and through this process. I am not a happy person about Niamey our registration centers. I am not a happy person.
Wow. Yeah, best about COVID-19 when again share a chance said they are now working say umpo ubia or the other side of the political divide. Now bibi mpo ni a otumi no di nkuta ho ekyerɛw sɛ ebi ade we kura mu ye de sɛ abi ebe ye ana we ye ne sɛ aya na sometimes no etutaafo na ɛwɔ madwen sɛ ne nua bi wɔ ha na no nso wɔ baabi a asa de ɔmo yɛ atamfo no eti ano no lessons bɛn ye betumi adraw de afiri mu.
Oh, politics no nkan ti saa o. Normally after elections no nya aka no any say yɛn nyinaa no yɛbɛhwɛ yɛn mfomso a yɛyɛ during the course of the campaigning process no na yɛhu kwan a yɛfa so a yɛbɛyɛ yie. Ebi wɔ hɔ a you feel like oh once elections no yɛ over no wo share was strategy kakra with wunua ebi wɔ hɔ a ɛboa because ɛnyɛ strategy a wode bɛyɛ the next elections biom. So we tend to learn a little from each other. And I said, then you'll be very free about those kind of things. And onye a stingy person, meaning me, I make no I can cast them. Say, or you'll be or child or turn freely. He sometimes doesn't only restrict to or no for an bibisa. You see him extending the same love to people beyond Nibusia for any even beyond the political party. Because I mean my quiet transaction be a forestry commission or Abra say John Ye chief executive. Now a coin offer so a receive me I was so impressed. Say Ubi Anami national organizer of NDC and I was given campaign coordinator in 2016. Who when him say MP before ya me fan chahon kura na me ko ho akwa kwedi maybe na ekwan a penny Jimmy and he didn't even make me to wait in the waiting room immediately or share me to the office. Yet na say edin komo and the issue na ye de ko no or resolve the issue no within the shortest possible time. And we carried on with the process. And for me, you know, as a person, personally, you know, or you'll be a many names and he's a good person. Despite the political distance, we you know one permanent now or can or kasi or yes or yeah. Now also those times our opposition or kasatia a police for more invited one time or for bibina and or invited to police station. Now or kasa will radio so say on con on coach on yes say now so all kasa no now on am kwan so our police station. Okuduru na akata say the muti ya ni America ni na ye jaw politics na this year mi na ma be na me emunya e na ma fun ma ba me be pa mucho. That's all. He has a way of resolving very difficult issues and putting eyes on hot things to become cold. That's the nature of Nipa Eneyeka no wasem say Yakupon what in the Maya obey me to man wasan afren view the uncle to a baby for or baby a yin na yin na so ye hope say ye be ko.
Na political legacy is been na hu ni say weja e de ama omemoni nyina.
Of course, like I said, whatever baby say menka wo amanyo kunu ma no nche say ye atamfo. And so we should learn to cooperate where we have to cooperate. And yet because me wo party A, na wo party B, se bibi wo ho a me ye de boa wa be boa o man na be boa ye nyina make say we ma me ye and that was it. And still be loyal to your party. The loyalty to the party no dey on fan the agro. Or you're so loyal to the party to fault. Or you're very loyal to the party. Now so he extends his hands, he reaches out to others, so and share information. Exactly the same thing I will say, say, yes, you can have friends, you can deal with people, you can engage people in a right and respectable way, and still keep your loyalty to the party. So that when you be and fancy party. So one of the major comments after Ulusi, the General Secretary elections, the re-election bid, was also then fear delegates. Now, so we had number of delegates Omura ni fie ne campaign center, Jinyama, ATD and all that. Now, who they compare who's now on your delegate. Now, Aquacoye, the caller, we are a real party primary timer. Now, the common language, and I believe, station also, Namutaka. Fear delegates, Johnson, fear delegates. Now you are MP before of primary, fear delegates. And this is for fear delegates. Nipa omuku any Sir John. And so he's contributed his quota to the political process. He's contributed to the development of this country. Now, unfortunately, sir, Obeko any acquire offers he fell victim to this COVID-19.
COVID-19 asɛm a ne yɛreka ɛnɛ yi yɛbɛhwɛ a mpanyinfoɔ mmienu ɔhwɛ ɛyɛ taade bɛyu a na ɔwɔ hɔ ɛne yɛwura Sir John ɛde ne kɔmpo yɛasan tete sɛ mpanyinfoɔ no bi yɛwura Peter McMahon ɛne yɛwura Carlos Ahenkra wɔn ICU ne nyinaa ne sɛ wɔn anya yadeɛ yi bi. Afutu anawde ma ekwakwa nsem se Ghana fo no binom ya adwensa o ya de die ni ho ne yakra ya hyeda na mpanyfo ahyeda no mu di figures bi ba abonten no mu ne ade.
Minia enye mpanyfo obo enyom nko o what is a presiding member bi so na anu ya MP before ya primary see okoto abana.
That is correct. Sa presiding member awoken ni nua doctor Dr. Harry Boateng. Yes. Yeah,
Dr. Plangerul, Dr. Plangerul, another very senior doctor now, Onunoye head of College of Surgeon and Physician, also are falling victim to it. And if I can say, Oboni, ne Papa, and then others, many other senior persons.
Yeah, but Obo Papa, the Crumpo, the late times a better about things and almost saying your COVID.
Whatever it is, but again, now there were a lot of issues about whether it was supposed to have been a public, and now MONTIE so for just people to view. There's so now Adaka no transparent and all that, just for people to see that the Omoanshi body, as it's been alleged. So whatever it is, there are a lot of senior persons, and any life lost, life that should not go. Say ni panu ya bofra, say ni panu ya penyine, say ni panu ye nim ne dachi ni ebeba. Omo ababa aman penifono. They were not presidents when they were maybe young or when they were born. They became presidents later. Omo doctors. They were not doctors when they were born. They became doctors later through training. Chief executives in Peniform, they were not born chief executives through the process. And below the line, even in Peniform could become in Penifortuna. And so for me, take serious. We must take it serious. One thing that worries me, but maybe my platform may be anchored. The general nature of the health situation. Urban areas, sometimes yen underlying conditions. Or more far away from the urban areas, most of them more underlying conditions, and they are not working to deal with such underlying situations. COVID now trigger other things. So you can see that if you take, for example, Ashanti region, they are reporting less number of cases than Accra. Now, so we share number of deaths are so high compared to cases I reported it was a region that even is happening in other regions. Why is this the case? Is it that a number of underlying cases in that part of the country and Omunya situation now, Muslim they go off. So I beg of you now, some protocols, my infect diago. Unfortunately, no, almost the aqua share this registration situation. Ye pay, almost teach now, say, issue to our ewo and so those times now yet it is say, oh, Africa, the lack now, you want to say, temperatures and what it be high and one bet since you are cold now, the normal time I Qatar all those cold situations, and I want to say here, and I are stand home, and I stand so acquire registration. Issue ne to which na registration center na say issue ne say to a when na na one particular place, then you park yourself up. Ubia every feet out. Say we say mask no 100%. So we or say here America, and we are exposing ourselves all manner of dangers.
Okay, good. But for where they me no bedie na empanyin say yesukra na yetumi jani ahem kakra. NDC campaign team. So why your campaign coordinator ahead of 2016 elections. Oshe name campaign team Odoma ba ye Professor Joshua Labi ebe da no normal steer the affairs. Ohun is saying.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sister, the end of your campaign based on experiences in the past, any various elections are since and the campaign structuring a little bit different. This year as before, and I was very key in all those discussions as a former campaign coordinator. I coordinate all the units to see to it that a very successful campaign. You a higher any a boy and so on and so forth. And I develop this structure and I before you don't want to be so that the expectation of the party will be met through Sir Benifono. Professor Joshua Labi, the first time Obe campaign manager. In 2004, he managed the campaign. We were unsuccessful. Osuyan Bibi Efriho. On one Kasanswa Babe Black Bearer, he wasn't successful, but Osuyan Bibi Su Efriho. So, who did not share on manage the campaign? He's coming in with a lot of experience. He's been a vice chancellor, a successful vice chancellor for that matter. And he, Oba, with that experience there, Onwa Waye MP, Waye regional minister, Waye campaign manager in 2004 elections, Anko Ye Amaye. Onwa a flag bearer aspirant. So Oba into that position with a lot of experience and name recognition. And other people like Sigifia, so also in 2008, now or coordinate and campaign. Coordinate the campaign. So also that experience. Why deputy chief of staff, why minister for defense, minister for health, and you also back into that position with a lot of experience. And of course, senior comrade Colonel Beblo Latte retired. And also Ubianim as operations persons, plus many other persons are representing various units.
It's a solid team.
Solid team.
Good. All right. Okay. Yo.
Solid team.
Yeah, that's a papa.
By all means, Ghana for Ebetwaba Ediama John Dramani Mahama. Now, Obebabetwa in human panoso. Now, the experience in Ibia Wakazano will be to the benefit of this country. I know the minimum say Ghana for the year.
Okay.
Kuntu Obebabi.
Yo. Kofi that's another pay so what you didn't come on.
Me that's so.
Yamishrao. So we shall woman na no watch about pound sima enkonon. Oguso wuche Ghana muche we need 100.9. And then they said you do me na ni asasa kakra no. Digina hanofa eye yewra lawyer Kwadwo Owusu Afriye nkane no church for penning edema NPP na oye CEO de ma Forestry Commission. Se wada le sabinkum so. Yanka bi hwemu wade chinye ya ba beto honi. Yewra kwabena Japan nkane na church for penning de ma NPP engineer kwabena eje Japan ewa ahoma no so. Yewra emo ache.
Meje osumenia.
Wapo mu tse.
Nyankopon adom kakaka.
Yede Nyankopon ase. Na Ebere ben na wote wo nua ewu.
No, about 1 a.m. Anajo. No, the last 2 days, no, yeah, na very emotional days for me. June 30th, now you give me papa, anniversary, and 1st July, so normally you call it Ninaso. Those 2 days, normally I'm very, me dantem, ahomachi, na madam for be friend, me say, asema, esi. In
Oh,
fact, ntimi na papa up to now. Say John will be a minim no nyane ache. Be an who any can ye na ye juma. Say you be a na obedient who say or yare ni holding. And no ya say because about 3 weeks ago ya meeting and can't say there was no sign say with me films are. The bisa ba na say ama nyina ya ba mo bu na so eja. Nyankopon nim ene de kasa party I don't know me I don't really have words me hu de me kaka
yeah,
yeah
Simon. Na said na wo kan kwan ben so na ofa so enim yewura kwaje usu free.
kojo de mo fra buche by president for time or best can call ordinary call GMPC as deputy managing director and I think minimum na say me na me press secretary to president and sana or be a general secretary yeah the even na assign ache and of course say the young will be a bebu the will be a grown and it be just ne ho anika oh nti me ho asem kra me nka just we will be a the way ni papa ah wa down for no we no kra see akan wie kra still a kasa nka se me ko no ho we will feel a year ago be chief executive ya makosa no fi East Legon here did nkomo ani ade anti I don't know once in a while so be no afrɛ me bi so na my friend na ya say ho ani ade very shocking
Yeah,
so
yeah.
who say ni bu ofu da bia asem no betumi ayi nkonya ade asere kakra nipa so a otisa no o ma bibia light so very sad very sad
Na
really sad yeah.
asamba ko a yewura Sir John Ghana had you be the kind in titiru say amanyoko bi ye internal elections a eye fear delegates say sa bere no eye bra na akansie no mu aye den ana mo pre eye akonwen what kind memories be
Oh, memories there. Some cassette. Man say crowd my friend and I may say yeah campaign. Or see me a catch ni or no you crash ni. Na corrade when in there catch inti uchi an sem cry na or the sanitizer I hope in seven no this me. And I say my friend no cry na me say oh say the sanitizer ho aba fa so. Nti ade na the campaign ti me no say na me dey say no and I want to cry today. I'm sure. Mimi who says sanitizer home for so that now the year campaign. And in this way, just a singer, the house, my auntie saw a yari. So, it's a shock. It's really a shock. Yeah.
Osha aye big blow at the MPP party
Of course, so we lawyer penny or party, no general secretary, your party, yeah, penny agent in Boating, Uniho, Dambuchi, or Hinto. And I say John, and I mean, they also say John Boyd. Nipa ne kakra binti nipa ne free musa na ya there. General secretary so na ukra party ne sunsun. Una we day to day, una run there, then you are the chief executive of the party. And he's a very significant part of our party's history.
na wocha we twasa bi abroni beka se legacies bi we ja e bro be ye for the mammo party
Yeah, so and then na make us the state of shock. I can't speak a lot more, except to say that my dream, my thoughts and prayers na for the family. Na I say Yankopon say omo mark ahoden in this very difficult period. Now, from a Casanesi, because
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
And
not in a position to speak a lot. Well,
yo, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's simple. Any a break a crowd when you're mind. I'm sure. Jenny engineer Kwabene J Japan. Enkane no so ye church for penny edema a year NPP. Aye neat 100.9. Yeah, someone and ye because we be because ye can say in fact, yeah, munagasa no that's why media ha. And so the kese pa na eda ye ni a weekend emu ba ko ye kwa ko yi no na yakopɛ ne krabo fefefe ye nu akojo biafe. Just say yanka bi hye ma the John dear eso ababe toko nti ye ne de ye be na ne o kyene nyine be ye anama those so free you do say your friend or you say John sana ne ye bonem rane na sembebre yenkwa amba no so ne ye ne eye chairman adikoka Greater Accra, or the regional chairman, the NDC. Now, okay, ye YouTube so aya na Tuesdays. Kanene Benada. Na wobɛhwɛ chairman Adikoka. Na yewra sɛ John. Na mo tai ba betena so pa. Chairman.
Morning.
Yema ye ho yakɔ.
Yako. Ida yanti asam papa.
Anti asem papa kura o chairman.
Yanti asam papa. And pay 6 years na muso yine. Obi aseli mi tip. Minister John yawo TV. Na me hwe. Na me say, oh, we are saying something. We are saying there. Mande buso ko yako. Ati say ne ma me na me sister so. Almost almost the year, almost consi.
Now, chairman, how's the feeling like? Say what that one no be a sendo a year tape and a video when they say John. Sabiri mote a casafoni so a diano baba you be a ton among you cool. That is saying.
My child, oh, such a fine person. And you pay and go to as a papa. It brings you fond memories of interaction with the way we were arguing our position possibly, but we smiled and without any thinking. We have our different political positions, but it was a friendly fire. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. You know, the words cannot explain. But you see, I don't want to go into the political fallout of this. I don't want to, because I've decided that this is something na measure. Yeah, country, we are on the slide. We are sliding down. See, some of us have decided that we will keep quiet. We wouldn't talk because it's, I think we've lost it as a nation.
Chairman, give us we'll be back CSA further and better particulars. So yes, slide it down. At the end when who what Chiramu saying?
See, the whole nation seems to decide that we will do things that are not normal. We look at what is happening in the whole world. Say, survive as a nation. But here, no, we decided to say we don't want to survive as a nation. We want to divide ourselves and we want to take positions that doesn't endure the total benefit of everybody. We are now a country. It seems that all of us are divided. When I was growing up, I didn't have people challenging me, challenging people as we, Ghanaian, we. And now look at what we are doing to ourselves. All of a sudden, we are deciding who is a Ghanaian and who is not a Ghanaian. When we should all have one common destiny. When we should all live in one harmony. Right? Now, we come on the radio and television and we are divided. We are Ghanaian, we face, we think. So that is what I'm talking about. We are sliding. We said that back together. We are deciding with the Ghanaian and with the Ghanaian on the shores, the four corners of this country. I suppose everybody living here, contributing to the growth of this country, right? Must be accorded the same. I mean, we don't. Who born us? Did we come to this country with labels on our faces? We came as human beings. We should be treated as human beings. All of us. The political power is transient. Here we are now, you are talking about the job. Yesterday was alive, was the chairman, was the chief executive of Forest Commission. Now is it going to take Forest Commission away? Hello,
But what happened?
is it going to take Forest Commission away?
There be
Forest
that.
Commission is staying, Mebwana,
Mm.
and it's gone. So all the fighters here, who are the Ghana for? Who are the president to call? We are president, who are the president to call? Professor Atamis or the president to call. He hasn't taken it. So what is all this for? What is all this for? That is why I said some of us have kept quiet. We don't want to talk.
Nature say politics no amanyo semena ye no divided the nation.
Like this, precisely. Precisely. What are we doing to ourselves? Look at what we are doing. You see registration. And you see the old people in the queue. Death sentence. And the president is watching. What to find in future says, stop this. Let's stop this. Let our mothers, our grandfathers stay in their houses. Why? Young men going out with soldiers, brutalizing people. For what? For what? Come on. What are we doing to ourselves? What? Maybe who did call? Who didn't need to help them call?
There be that.
Yes.
Adam medam paso no kra no sada na ofofro ba betena no abogu.
Oh, people from our now. So what are we doing to ourselves? And all the impenyinfo of more Ghanaian, Obia Yakom, Asofum Penyinfo, Obia Yakom, we are going to the abyss. Because of all politics. Why? Why?
Germany ya ben de mana yiye.
The band there. It's the Musai.
Yetena musan so a emfa yen ko ba bia said wo kan you.
You see, we've decided even the animal kingdom, they are even wiser than us. Animal kingdom, the pandemic, but animal kingdom. You see the animals trying to organize themselves. But we that God has given us wisdom, we are disorganizing ourselves. We are disorganizing ourselves. What are we doing? Look at what is happening with the country. The whole country is on a collision course. The whole country. Look at what is happening now, and look at what will happen thereafter. And look at the consequences that will come in another 6 months or 1 year. The consequences.
Yes, mo. Yo, Jamana dia wo kan yan hwe se impona wo kan say John enei Okwe Forestry Commission or the call there be esiko anopa ubeko no bia na anopa na kojani ade be yewe oh ne dwada so ubeko na adwuma bibi ekoso eti lessons ben na say yesuya ne titiri wo mu a aya ne ye de tumi bi sebe ye de hye omunsa o man you tumi ni apone kakra na de ama omo na sebe aya omo abuse sa tumi lessons ben na say yesuya frame.
You know what? There's something called humility and human feeling. Humility and human feeling. That two words, are disappeared in our discourse in Ghana. What I say? We've lost it. We've lost it. We go to church, we go to the mosque, and we have lost it as a nation. Fellow human feeling and humility. We've lost it. The aggrandizement, the need for power, the lust for power, the lust for money, the lust for that is what is killing us. But you see, when you are going down there, when you are going to the boxer, one city crowd, when they give it to you, when you go there, you can't spend it.
Hmm.
You can't spend it. So live a life that all of us will be happy, but not a nation that is divided. Sheep is divided up. Only a spark, and then all of us are in flames.
Hmm. Asɛm o.
Yeah. It's well, nna tell you, and I am my nyame bɛyɛ. Na nyame so ɔbɛyɛ a ɛfia nkasa Yesu kwan na ɛbɛma nyame ayɛ. But it seems that we have lost it.
Wow. Na obekai bibi a enye on set ana on air. I wanna say John Eshia na ebom bi a ansa na mo bewura mu ana mpo se mawie program. Na nkomodie bi akoso na mo share my experiences. Okay bibi sa.
Oh, baby. Oh, who's the minister, John dear? You the face of YouTube. Tuesday program. Because we don't go there to go. This is the Ufia television. Ufia program sooner. A man for Bawa, and we share we are, but we win a penny for Ubibaja penny in Washington, Aroba, because he said, Aroba no or share, never recognizing. Sometimes there are some people who, when they come on television, when I see that switch off, I don't want to hear them. I just switch off. And that shouldn't be. Television is supposed to entertain and educate. But I see some people, when they come on, immediately I change the channel. Well, and that is what, you cannot say that about John and myself. Well, I was watching the tape this morning, and I mean, it was very humorous. We can make our point possibly. But at the end of the day, when we finish, as if we are brothers. We share common, Charlie, then we all tease ourselves, and then we move on. Well, and everybody should go and get our tapes and watch and emulate the way we come on programs, the way we behave.
Me no kasa kura no UTV eyi eye mo sets ni bi eye mo videos ni bi a Ghana fu nyina egu so ehwe. Sisi
Okay. They are two. Oh, you have a nice discourse. You know, we make our case possibly, but we have, it was friendly fire. I could never see me insulting Sir John or Sir John insulting me. Never. So if after we have left office, he was saying, my friend, can you believe that before he got the job as forestry commission, I was in London. He called me to ask me whether he should accept it. Can you believe it? He called me. So they were taking him to Gapoa, and they took the job from him, and they gave somebody. So he called me. He called me and said, "Oh, Ade, see me in forestry commission. Me fan. So I said, John, a good place. Take it." That was my level of relationship with him. If people can, I mean, UTV should play our teams for 1 week to see people, to let people see the kind of discourse that we had on your channel.
Edian na ewo kachire eye machitafo because ana eye omadwen enei amene ukasai na political device ye di ntwompo keke obi hu ni nua so etamfo no watutuo no de abono wachese kan no de abono ede asi wo asante achema gogo anukura mpo de enye opponent o anukura de yefunu ba kumma na watutuo no de abonu nua na we ya twense kan no de kwa we so eba ne sare gitafo na enwadwe se wo di machi no emomo ya tamfo so said ya wo kan say you advise John say on taking the position of CEO as the forestry commission. Iti edian lessons na say wo musua de frame.
Iti ebefi ye penny for na me che say asama all for this year. If as a nation we don't sit around round table to discuss the issues dispassionately. And then, after we've discussed it, the common underlying findings, all of us adopt it, and we move as a unit. Among DHs, they will also follow. But if they're from day one, you are not taking a belligerent position now. They will also take a belligerent position. So that is why we have to have a consensus in everything that we do. That's very important because the wisdom does not reside in the head of one person. That is it. So if there's when Kwame Nkrumah came to Ghana, he tried to bring all of us together. That is why when we are from the north, you are from the east. Look at our boarding school system structure. If you remember our boarding school structure, look, I went to school when I didn't know who was at the Gati, who is at the Gomba, who is at Nausa, who is at Anewe. We all had the same class, the same dormitory. We had our bath together, young men. We were all naked. We went the bathroom together. We ate together. We had the same food together. Everything together. So we grew up. Until I grew up to a certain stage, I knew, hey, yeah, so our political discourse has put us in that direction. And until we decide that as a nation, one common destiny, and stop all this unnecessary discrimination, unnecessary way Fulani, way Alabini, how? Who's born dog? Who are you to determine who is who? Who told you that?
Okay. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it.
Now,
me did say registration, so we money dear trade.
Oh, meaning, now what for we need because of the way you behave yourself. A coming kutoa, a coming kutoa, a summer to say Johnny, and wake up for the government to stop this. And for President Akufo-Addo to call the EC to say, look, I'm no more for the sacrifice of the Sir John on COVID. I, as a president, I'm calling this off. I'm calling this off. That's a mark of statesmanship because I hear other prominent people are on ICU this morning. If it's true, look, God is a wonderful God. If you don't want to listen, including Egyptians and Israelites, Moses, until Christ was sorry. When the heart of the Egyptian Pharaoh was hardened up, the pestilence and all those things that hit the nation before he allowed the people of Israel to go. Our Bible so many years ago, but the wrath of God is always there. And see, if people are listening, if I'm the president, I say, look, it is too close to fall. Too close to fall. We don't need this.
Okay. Chairman, you dance no pay.
Thank you.
Chairman Adikoka, NDC Greater Accra Regional Chairman, at the NDA. Send one of my sanke. Wait there. May say repeat it. Now said the hawk and say, Sir John Way, the teacher say, Yatesa when you COVID-19, or say you wake up call for President to order Electoral Commission to stop the registration exercise. Said by Chairman Adikoka, NDC Greater Accra Regional Chairman. Meba mo messages in the temu amba be kinka ma na me DJ ya me ya me baba na na makoma befi ene on na twa me Okay, 18 busia. Eya semo. Eye lawyer Kojo Wusu Afriye. I go pon so fan the currency. Enyo we bebo repeat na meba. Ma menye we your friend is menda eye aboafo a wo moboa yem. Fidelity Bank send me fan to any minute in year pa Fidelity Bank. Every year 1st July, a copy my year 31st July, and run 1st July. Copy my year that a chat to okra or busumi. Emono. A yadia Fidelity Bank 1 year recruitment. Opesa wo ye agent at the mawomo. Where you man register. And now over 1,000 Ghana cedis be the baby. And one no. And one woman here near. Say business in the register. Now when you 1,000 Ghana cedis. Na wode ato baby. Na emfasodie bebre ne bekwa ma Fidelity Bank se menka kire. Womo ye recruitment, womo pe agents. Eti wo shop yi ebema amanfo aba ho. Because we say Fidelity de ye kan na ye bank mu okunini. Bank a nipa bebre account wo ho, including me ametike. Eduti bomaden se obe biaya wo no obe ye agent na wode ma Fidelity. Na obenya commission ewo ye transaction bia wo beye amanfo do musika eba ho beto o account me be yubie no na wunya mfaso di firi so wo mo be ma 10,000 insurance cover eye Fidelity Bank 10,000 insurance cover wo mo de be ma kwa ebesa aboa manipa dodo na saba eye wo shop wo mekasa na bia na wo ton entade ana wo yitire ana wo ton provisions ana wo operate eye mobile money ana se wo ye adwuma bi dada e wo shop ni mu enwa ne se wo di Fidelity agency no ba beka ho na atwe traffic e di aba ho eti obi ba na so ba be yi ni sika na odi ni sika beto na account mu a anya twe kura na obetima yiniti anya twe obetima tontade na sensen shop ni mu no mobile money operations otumi ye bie ma ne yeyie eti mesro bomoden se wo ni Fidelity ebedi nkomo na no peye wo mo numbers ni nie 050 129 1387 050-129-1387 Fidelity woman numbers in the wo fresh ya na waka kire mo say we register wadwuma wo 1,000 be da baby na Mark Jerry say frɛ wo mo na we ready say opesa wo ye wo mo agent na enhihye bi aboko bia no wo mo enka nkire nhihye no kra de mu nya den kra ana so obetimi ama mo email ewo agent onboarding team ni nyina bom one word at myfidelitybank.net wo me email address ni email bi a wo bia betumi di asende wo mo enu timi nia baby bi a wo bia bomodin say obenya eye Fidelity wo mo agency bi na wo dia bata wadwuma na wo ye no ho 050-129-1387 050-129-1387 na wone womo eni nkomo mame keka messages ni bi efama we wo hwa umre na no wotwe abapa ho sima aduanan enson na yeguso wasuguso a wuti Ghana mutie we need 100.9 we say rest in peace Sir John, but to those MPP journalists and sycophants that won't allow NDC to criticize and scrutinize Nanado's clueless and populist covered directives, this is on you. So open your mouth and tell Nanado that we need another lockdown, not a needless register. Hey, Edifre Finland and Odia Bay. We say rest in peace, Sir John, them referred to sky Edifre Kaswa. We say in fact everybody will die, but the death of Sir John is very shocking and disturbing. May his soul rest in perfect peace. We are watching Odifre Denmark. We say good morning, Mark Jerry. Unto the Lord be the glory. Great thing he has done. I'm sad this morning, but all the same, all what I will say is may the soul of our former secretary, Sir John, rest in peace. He's gone, but the whole country, including the MPP party, will still remember him. We Ochiniba Kwame Brako, Odifre Accra, Odifre Taifa, the bottom running friend Accra, on the Sudi DNA. Where's the man Jarisco? In fact, I'm very sad. My condolence to Wono this year, lawyer Ozu Every. In fact, we have lost a great man in our body politics, especially the MPP fraternity. Kwadwo Parko President Concern Patriot. And now on Ediaba. Rainbow Difikaswa. Also, please permit me to use your medium to extend my condolences to the family of Sir John and the entire MPP. May he so rest in perfect peace. Rainbow on the Sudifrika. Pajaro. I say, I don't believe my ears. My Jerry, as I say, no kore. Sir John, Yanko Bonfa Nekra in CA. Where is within the divine C1 from Free Zone? I say, good morning, Mark Jerry. I urge everybody, especially my beloved youth, to go out in their numbers and register. Now, one much to a farmer a year JDM. May I say edible. We say, oh God, I cannot stop crying. Say John, Yanko Bonfa the currency. I allowed you receive and appeared and and also okay, may I say my mentor so we say, oh, say John, so sad. If I are two MPP party in a big blow, papa. But I think they need to confess to ask for forgiveness because I didn't know when we leaders in their contract COVID-19, sir. Was so be into with the that's all Mesha Kasante. Mesha COVID-19 no inimen PPO into the Kakako. We say, oh, Sir John, why this time? The only say in Ghana politics, may God keep you in his bosom, Abele Edifi Nungwa. Odo Edifi Tamase, we've lost a great man. The only say in Ghana politics, rest in peace. Yabeka Wada Odwe Edifi Tema. We saw all those who are saying, Sir John, aka Kokwasi Kurasini, aka fear delegates, died as a result of coronavirus should rethink. Because not long ago, a group of people. No, y'all sankide taifa. Y'all. Ose ma pause wo until there. Ma memfa e honi si kwansa. Teacher Kujo to abonama den chance also rest in peace lawyer Kujo Uso Free. Also known as Sir John, the former MPP General Secretary, rest well. Ghanaians. Yeah. We see a branch here McJerry Memoache. I just read from Oprah News that there are mistakes on the voter's ID card. Sir, if you are a female and the card shows you are a male, and if you are a male, the card shows female, please find out. Sir, yo, Jamra difi a fear mine, and other by Jamra, ya wo can you maintain it you be finding out. Bosheba Amisti Gos Zongo. As in fact, Ghanaians are registering massively, all because President Anado is a listening government and he has also fulfilled his promises. My regards to Ivan Opoku Bobie, I have a regional minister, you know, say. Eric Hakuna Matata Kofoidia. Also, I'm really saddened by the sudden demise of former General Secretary of the MPP and CEO of the Forestry Commission, Sir John. Aside from he being jovial, he has mentored many young politicians. We Eric Hakuna Kofodia. Mame K Papa Bisunyane. Also, good morning, Mark Jerry. My deepest condolences to the family of our beloved former General Secretary and the whole MPP fraternity. Indeed, we've lost a great asset. We Mame K Papa Bisunyane no the message or the free buy. Also, fairly well. Sir John, thank you for your message. We see Jerry wishing ourselves Yako. And I pray God accepts Sir John, the humble man in paradise. But Jerry, play us a boy paya yem pamba amejide nana boaje wo Berlin and na opesa anyomno. Nana makoma bevi. Oh sir, no. We see if Sir John was died by coronavirus, then it means corona is real. Now why the say corona na real? Yeah, real papa. And what that travel on social them from not to baby. Corona, real. Too many what you say ni ho. As it just ended MPP primaries, most of their top leaders was admitted in hospital. Yeezy must wake up. Thank you, Eric Okono, Odifi La Paz. Mama G Difri Kaswa. Also, I think some people are taking things for granted. Observing social distancing in the various registration centers are very scary. COVID-19 is real, and we need all to vote massively for MPP to continue the good work. For Mother Ghana, a great tree has fallen. Sir John, rest well. My condolences to their family. Mama G, all the way from Castle. Tampon Kawaguchi Electricals at Tonsu Station. I see we have lost a great man. Oh, Sir John, may your soul rest in peace. Ghana, and for that matter, MPP has lost a great man. Wanawaki. We send our deepest condolences to Sir John's family and the entire MPP members. We remember your good work. Shaibu Kaswa. Farouk Adifitema also the reckless and total disregard to COVID-19 safety protocols by Ghanaians is unbelievable. My observations at Medina and Ashaman Market yesterday was just sad to see people going about unconcerned about the dangers of COVID-19 pandemic. May the souls of COVID-19 victims rest in peace. Farouk and now on Osodini Diaba. Walanyo di Fiakwetia. I say, oh, Sir John, may your gentle soul rest in perfect peace. You served your beloved party and your country to an expectation. Relating to current registration, NDC makes up their minds to distort the election process, which was orchestrated from day one. YC plan to compile the register involving the government's intention to protect our identities as proud citizens of Ghana. And for that matter, it is our priority to remember to respect the protocols and adhere to the safety precautions. Walanyo Akwetia. Teacher Constitution Edifri Yamwase. Also, the law must deal with any foreigner who may try to register in Ghana. If you know you are not a Ghanaian, don't go closer to any polling station. Don't forget to obey all the safety protocols as well. Rest in peace, Sir John. OPK Difi I have or the free goso. Also, may the soul of the only Sir John in Ghana politics rest in perfect peace. And Ghanaians should go all out to register and vote massively for visionary and competent Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and MPP MPs in December 7th elections to continue their good governance and good policies for super incompetent Mahama and NDC to remain in opposition. Also regards to Martin AGYEMAN Kosa, MPP MP for Techiman South, and then Anabi National Youth Organizer. Yo, that's Hawaii. We say, oh Mark, please, play this song for Sir John for me. A SDA song. Okay, Mate, Meshana, me DJ no. And then another come if you want to me DJ waha. Me download in no. We say, Mr. Host, let me use this your platform to send my condolences to the family of Sir John. May he so rest in peace. There is always saying that Sir Owo Kradia enkwentume nye where okreku eke okubi inside Tema. We see fear delegates says by Sir John, but I hear say fear death because life is unpredictable. So let's all live a life that will speak good about us when we are no more. Rest well, Kojo Usu free aka Sir John. I'm a citizen, not spectator. Noah the Ark Builder. We say, oh, very sad news. Oh, Sir John, my mentor, great man, has fallen. It's a big blow to me and the MPP party. Ivan Sakwa, Edifreye Bremai Brakwa. Charles Nyamidi Fria Samai Kese. Or say it's a calm process at the 13 centers in Asamai Kese. And the turnout of what? Numbers of registrants is very encouraging, especially in the NDC stronghold. But one problem is how some other people are still reluctant to go and register because of anger and disappointment of the government. Also, Michael Edu said, next MP Lower West House. Hussein is Salih Fukaswa. Also, we are living in a world of uncertainty. That is indeed mystery, creature. Rest well for Jews who are free. We say there is no way social distancing will work at the registration centers, and they are doing. Also, we all know the chaos and confusion that had always rocked our registration centers over the years. What the EC is trying to do will not work. It is a recipe for chaos, fight, confusion, and a platform for the spread of COVID-19. Jane Mensah and her EC, with the connivance of the NIA and the MPP. Okay, thank you. Proud to be evidence inside Bremen Sekuma message in a hand say meeting this. Mamifa we na very answer to say. My wajini tuntu. Na arahose. We say you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you the safety protocol for COVID-19 was strictly and only for the non-political events. MC Abrampa. And now, also, I can't wait. Okay. Wesley McJerry can confirm on authority that you really fear John Boadu. This is the 5th time he's giving you attitude. Oh, what attitude? The opposite which ready. Because Benene Kasana say or say your own team into Kasana so I say me yende no na. Be sure ni said the anka oka say we the AC no person be kasa do na me ana me gusu bisa questions ana. Enti me hu suro na wo kan menti ase. Nana Ponsa Bedia Constable Jerry, I will advise NDC to be careful the way they seem to be happy about Corona attacking government appointees. They should know that appointees are more like frontliners or frontline health workers. It's 1 month in a year. We see he led a demonstration and named it Melekukum. Demonstration then. Thus we are dying under NDC government, but rather died under his own government. Oh, what a world. He said, John, rest in peace. Yo, Amwa, that's it. I'm fair to in a young. Positive change. Also, coronavirus is not a respecter of any government official or any other person. Let our government officials stop touching any money meant for COVID-19 treatment, and they shall be free. Oh, also they are working. Different. Enoch Asamaika will say, are we in a military rule? Why is the government deploying soldiers and national security to intimidate and disenfranchise our people from registering? And I will urge all Ghanaians to register with anger and vote in anger come December 7th. Enoch Edifree Asamaika say, you're true dimpo ni tutu. You're true din and it tutu. You're true about so therefore you come because you're true din it tutu baby. You enter on your fence and share them with more. You bun come for so I know some mama cancer. Anama. Oh.
Michelle.
Mabakun suna e just say afre me ma vera kwaba why. Yeah, my back na me fa ma vera kwaba. Na dia. yeba abadwafo na tena se
Oha extra punk no. Needs FM.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura. Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewura, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba enfase se chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wa fi. We die me pese oni Efiura bekon. Efiura we die ye kwa sori abo. Ewura de. Mo kwa sori. Ye ko paye. Ewura de ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da sane timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne ma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa no wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yi anom enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore ne fie wura beti ha anopa dio awia dio enumre dia mo no makodew mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotena so ndem se ye kosum ya
me say na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinche Efiura ya wi a yakosere bo fa che Efiura wuti fia say light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi wo say sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
na hwe me catch you play nya play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi say me bufu a betumi ato bag mu a wate
yeah Efiura we nkwa de ma abunfu
me koto mi hwe
Efiura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie na mo ba ye trimodefo
FDA ahwe se adwede nkrato mu agye atom se eye
Utie Oha extra punk no. Needs FM.
Wasugu so wutie ni 100.9 so hwe omre na no wotwe abapa ho nonkono abapa sima edubako na yenhwe empanyin kan ye yesukra na yejan him yento aso na a discussion segment in your family we need 100.9 so jumedi ni live on Facebook koko ho you need 100.9 FM need 100.9 FM Vera radio and MPP member of national communication team Vera member akwa be say
odo bibia boko enye boko nso
enye so be ne dey good e show we ni odum say we super and Anthony Nukpenu NDC Greater Accra Regional Organizer Anthony Nukpenu mache apomu ne ye
obo de di nkan ma de asida no
good ye de nyame ase Vera yansha komana se fam free ya mo former general secretary said the amoti asemeno ne how affect a party
that's it but enye de manyame I be say nra najo na meteye na obi a oni mi bia nim say me obi a me very strong emotionally but I'm say etume me pa na tiefo ni ahwefo anope me chia obi a yama ye ho yakọ MPP abusua yama ye ho yakọ ye papa se John na busua ne ma nyina ye ka busua no ho asem a abe no enye sebe MPP asem eye Ghana asem efri se wo hwe ye papa se John a the relationship lives are watachi sene oye ne ye eni sene obo ne bra na papa etimi efri mu putu prusa na me de eya na bibi ba se asem ba ko na me kan se wo a wutie me anope no na wa bisa ho se wo na sa asem yi eto a eden na nipa ebeka afa wo a time for reflection obi wu a time for reflection politics ni ade aye no sebe enye se ye hwe se me na asimesi na no oya asimesi eno pese oya popular asimesi eno do party esin bibia dabi asemi ba ye minua ayi eneme do magjeria be pacho sabe NDC fo akuku dam for credit to the so pressing some of the MPPs. This should tell us, say, politics in your brain, woman in general, no, it's about the lives you touch. Eye kwanya uba obra. Sesi a wutie mi no. Obi betimi esi ne bu se. Enam wo a wutie mi, wo so, enam wo so ama ebia. Ni suku bi a woko. Wo futu obi, wo support obi. Na dwuma bi a oye. Akwantu obi a wo tu. Decision bi a wo take impact ben. En waye e wo bi abrabom. En no na ye ki na wohwe papa yi sene wasi abo nipa desani onfa ho se wo free party we se wo free asori we se wo free hwan se ono ankasa na brabom bibi ha ne kura nya no en obema edi nanim kan na emom wo a wakọ ne nkyɛn wo yi edie na eda wakoma so sebe wa butu no wa toba ha asem obeka a lift your spirit enkuranhye sem obeka kirew emwa say ye futuo say direction say ye sika say ye contact say ye link no matter what eno ena me de mesre say etiefo ne ahwefo anope politicians say wo Ghana nyina yemma saade wenye futuo mayen ni emisi ehun sese yen na asem weti ye nra na do a edien no mbeka fa ye ho enkrofo esu enkrofo a ene won aye basa eye the positive impact wa ye won abrabo ye politics ya ye no ye ma nukredie enye number 1 ye ma ayonkofa papa ena ye ntem na menya ho kwenye no mi ankasa no coincidentally no
yeah
na me nso me ye kwanhwani na obi besi aware ne se ne wa onim Ghana se ne ye niema
yeah
ewiase nyina be ma ne ebusuati ena uyo oba abro ho ase a sebe no matter your level no
yeah
wuru fi a ukunu na ye head
enokre
na se ne onim ware a ukunu ka se yenkoma sorry a na uyo oba sebi o uyo oba sebi wotu ukunu ase na ubro ho ase se ne ukunu beka no ena ofa etu hwe a ena ama mesomo no changes kakra den abem and so still no mebusu nyina
akwanhwefo
me papa me mama obi a nyina ya akwanhwefo na de omunya memu na wo hwe a sane obi anim no ene mikura me 7th day Adventist hymnal
okay
word edition na wo hwe ya nwom ngoma no ne etoso ahamiensa 300 na me kan mu nsem no ne ya de etu ye ho fo o say rock of ages
yeah
cleft for me let me hide myself in thee
yeah.
Rock of ages ni ye nyankopon abandondin a ye de ye ho to no so a wonye den woni ehwamoda wo se wono ana ase ye de ye ho ye den eto no so ono ene ye papa se John ede ne ho eto no so enu nti oma na bakosem bebi a wo free ene bebi nyankopon de ne duru yi a menu a wutie ne ne wo hwe me anope yi no na de eto ho fo o se be of sin and then the what? The double kill. Cleanse me from it guilt and power. Oda se ni biere ni ho obeka se boni ni ne ho. Na emom ye dwane toa Yesu Kristo moja na. Na emoja na den wa cleanse yen ahohoro yen ho nyina. Na eno nkire se wo wia no asa akwata boni ni mu biom. Na emom watwe ho.
The free boni no.
Free boni no ho. Second stanza no say, not the labor of thy hands or my hands. O say enye wo bre o enye bra wo bebre ene wo huri na wo sunti ene be mo di yie wasasi so the labor of your hands na nya no ena wo yie die nko agina so na emom wa yonkofa ne unyame ne unipa ntem ena ye ki enti ene ye papa da fo ma ye fanya disuade na afutuo na ho nso no wo kwase ho say All for sin could not what? Atone. Thou must save, and thou alone. Last, see, when my pilgrimage I close. Abrabo ye wom na ya kwantuo. Ya kwantuo ne wom o. Aha enye yetena bia. Ye twem akọ bi. O say when I sought wells unknown, as I see enam so yi. Ye nim o. Na wo hwe 2020 nipa kukudam. 2020 yadofo ye nim wa ye ni won tun se didi wo chansen baakum. Ye ni omo kon nakra na ye ni omo dam pa baako so. Ye ni omo ye adwuma. Ye ni omo ye bibiara afiwe mu enipa omo ye celebrities, enipa politicians akese. Enipa omo impact on the lives of people like won ewu 2020 no. Minua we enye asem kakeke o. Esese ye sori waka. Yensua se ne yede bone che titru Ghana yensua ni enya se e kwa sorry ani e bom pae erade mametafu mu mani ye say oh goodness God forgive us. Hey usu nyame sa na nyame kire o obi ade afa nche enam ne betwea enam dem di nyame beto nchen enam ne yaka hey ne wo ye nyina nyankopɔ ne wa yaka nyame one wa yaka. As a rock of ages play for me, let me hide myself in thee. Let me hide myself in thee. Anyone will be a fan of Honko Shenya Popatabana. Dounia. Me no can say you don't know the next minute.
Yeah,
the ABC. Who say would you call bad the one? What do you do 80 years? Who be 19 years? Who be 70 years? Who be 70? Who told you? Who told you this? Papa, who on wrong? Me say, yeah.
Okay.
Me call you, but where dear, me call him, but yeah, papa. The media dem de be your futu ama me ho.
Okay.
My ye futu ametie for ni ahwefo. Bibia wo ye bia love first. Love odo. Ene yemfa ye papa se jo woi. Unim se oni obi ya ka sesi a me no ka sei. Frɛ nipa ne sesi a. Frɛ ni sesi a oni ni nkambom. Yi bibia firi wakomam. Uni obi antena kama. Bompaye mo obi a won pe wasem. Opportunity bi wa sa wo yema unua mesraw. Yema unua no. Pia obi. Efri ne kopim se December beba no. Tro pe book na tro. Me pese me impact in the life of ABCD at least one person through you won sa no esunti no. Enipa no bedi ye. Ya papa despite. Wa hu nchira nyame nchira no. Ede ebetira. Asema mi ke nchire o. Ni ya papa me manedemri fedue. Me manedemri fedue. Onyankopon enso yemu.
Okay.
Bi nua ma jare asem na edin o.
Asem na de edin.
Na se bi ebi atomani o.
Ya ti ya nyina weekend ya de ba ko hye ho. Na subsequent lems I think 24.
Asem na ba no. Enye ba ko fo asem o. Eti bi nuanom me de maka no o. Do wunua wa obi lift somebody push obi mo obi fa onsa so no ntimi mo odin se nkanya asemesi a enkanya me nua ma jare a enkanya me nua bia lady a enkanya asemesi a na no eno enehia ye mo bia ya kwa no pay.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Vera Redu, member of the MPP National Communication Team na wotene kana Anthony Nukpenu. So Anthony, afa we aka ho na no na okay. Anthony Nukpenu. Sabion wo and afutu a and the original chairman. So the man o say yama politics e divide your mind. Eti ama no crazy no hana or say wakana no atum. Says when yet me who sad way now what can we do about it? Bibi say see ani ye sober reflections near your bomb pon on the tray. E hwe said ye.
When you that's na me di ya ma won ti we fidie kase. Amaka say e dey asida be ma nyankopɔ say wo hu ye mobo say koda enra na ini da so say anope ye be sorry. Or my uncle, I said, Asidamano. Okay. Me say, no, na ye war, young pa who do also, and now news, started trickling in. Ye be more ye nya hint, as far back as 5 PM, but because then you confirmed, we were very skeptical. Well, then until 10 o'clock news, TV3, a breaky, yeah, officially, and other portals carry. Na idea, and yet, energy, because so you'll be a only your personal encounter that you know his sense of humor and the way he carry himself. You may like him or hate him, but within this year, you have that feel of the kind of human being he is. And the last time I mean this year person was, I think yesterday was exactly 1 year. Republic Day, tree planting.
Okay.
Around the Omu headquarters on him. So we had that encounter and he made us laugh for long hours. You know how he is. So very one of the sema yeti aboy nyina butu, and I believe say we all have to learn from it. As said my regional chairman can yes. Politics enya dey say dividing nipa. Adwinkyerɛ, but yeah, African continent, especially Ghana, yeah, politics ni tan. And I thought say the late Professor Moss or Nyan Baby called Nirein was trying to unite this country, the antagonistic political arena. But I think all his effort to make sure that come to light, has gone back to the drain. We see ourselves and there a registration because we share Nipa coming out with tax to attack Ghanaians because of registration. All these things created that acrimony. Nobody expects John to fall at this time because just I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, we all heard him. Our MPP primaries are who saying in some of the two. So to see him gone 2 weeks after, he tells you the life is an egg. It falls at any time. Yabesre, yate ekukudama who do so a yetitin sema enye enika enye very encouraging. Yabesre nyame healing power to take them out of this critical situation that they find ourselves, because it will not be pleasant if 2 or 3 others come out again like that. Mr. Omano, Ebebutu, into Ebesre, we all have to put them in prayers. In as much as they are not our political, they are not within our parties, they are not enemies, they are Ghanaians. Omu Ghana for, Omu Bobra, Omu Yakukudam, Omu Niyama, into Ebemo Bibiara Yako, Ebema Nebusian for. One thing I'm asati I had this certain say Nima mini sister so ekodida oye nhihye say
and the crimes August some August mona
obekra mu onu so akotoi onu idie abeye a omuka say covid ya yesi yemfa efunu emabusia. I don't know how it will be, but yebehwe to manage it very well say ebusia, because nanu ya Adam Fubi on so eto United States. Yes, like he was even a mass barrier. He was part of mass barrier.
Mass barrier.
Yes, and Obi Akobo Brown United States. He just buried just like that without any trace. Very, very disturbing. And we have to manage this whole situation. And you see, this come to the conclusion, and I draw that we don't need to expose a lot of Ghanaians into the kind of situation we find ourselves today. IMS registration, because most of the things I share ne now for funny and more the medical practitioner or more rich any colleague any omukasa say most of the people here rashi but omuko ICU are people who are involved in MPP primaries. So at what point did they contract the virus?
Recently, Anna.
Of course, that is what they are talking about. Baku or no rich, a deputy minister, no rich admission, or discharging who by force on Wednesday no call primaries, and then he is back to ICU. So it's disturbing. I just don't want to mention his name. One deputy ministers, he was on admission outreach, or MP, on the West Central region. And they didn't manage themselves. Yebra Penny Carlos, who shared the videos on the Prime Minister or hugging Crawford. You see, at that point, you see the euphoria that comes around political activities. Yeah. You want to take his personal precaution and you lose your sense of humor. You say, oh, and when was he detected? Say he had the virus. Precautionary measures will not take a year. Why is he back in a critical situation today? So we'll plead. Me, I even almost started registration here. I'm at 1-2. I'm even afraid to even approach any center. Because you get there, you see your party people. Yeah. They want to come around you. They are not ready to protect you. No like the agitation. But one call around so I say, and this is the difficulty we find ourselves.
As a politician,
yes. Very, very serious. Until a idea we have to rethink again and see. I am saying, say, why you am say ube si abrunsan. But who 3-bedroom near be a chamber and hall only we bush for manage. E be a cracks na beam. Officer nunti ukosi a damn munuchian. Uko she we ya buy ye ubush for na yari. Money we. I hear scarce of some yari. Which one do you do? Will you continue the building and let people die? You rethink. Until you best man penny na pound for. Let's all of us review this thing that is going on. Because you know why? Me and me bra, and me near I'm police for. I have advised them to distance themselves from this crowd control. Yes. Because it is not possible. How protected are you as a police officer? So called control crowd. Just a nose mask? No. Because you end up holding people. Me who some of the arrests are police for effective. Almost check gloves. No almost so. And I ask myself, do you know what you are doing to yourself? And to make fair police for, they should take their personal life into their own hands. Yes, you can protect you, making sure say social distancing and back. But you should know, say, you have not been given the protective mechanisms to do it. Until we are ready on all these things, Ghana Medical Association Akasa, so we all need to speak at this moment because Ghana ain't breaking if we don't have new register. But Ghana can break if we have more deaths. Inti registration has started, we are monitoring, but the economy is not safe for Ghanaians. And that has been our call. One of the disturbing issues I fear how we are still getting snippets of information. Should say all is not good for especially in Momo Abaimu or for. We need to rethink and save this nation. We can't continue to have some of this news trickling in. It will not be good for us.
Okay. How you need 100.9. Now, Vera, you said the issue of COVID-19 and then the management. Say, you abaimu penifoni biya yeka say, one more chain on my resource and the intimate confirm. One more isolation centers in the Bimo. And one more I confirmed. I said they were part of the MPP primaries. Anyway, yaba. Mama focus at the name say you home because MPP primaries, you know. Yen you be kind of crazy social distancing protocols in the day it was breached. Even safety protocols in the crown, a mudu do saying delegates and Tuffour etimi ediso. Iti ama for eka say at the end of the we have to rethink and know how we be to strategize. Vera.
Near din kind Let me say, Enra, before I met Basu, just briefly.
Okay.
Enra, let me say, your papa said, John, and say, as at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Yeah.
Oni obi kasai.
Mm-hmm.
7 p.m. Oni obi kasai.
Mm.
No crack as send a huye pa antinka. Omo mefa no kufie. Full say, Enra ne de or your fit pa.
Because yeah, need John Boy do kasa no pay. No kasa even when we discharge any free ICU or no I'm just say utum say nana hoye.
Or free omo kura so omo organize na chesenka. Ombe me edina kufie anti. Just briefly, because na me break a sort say around 5 grano unya information bisa no. Asal and I make an room I me correct.
Okay,
I say me correct.
Okay, good. Okay.
As communicated the time bia no I na some of us
you good say so when you that information
of that. And the tosu me no so no your papa general secretary of NDC. Let me say or you be ankrofo bu ne pa.
Johnson is using it.
Yes. Yeah. Ano pay, let me say, mo fidie back so mo friend no. Now we share submission papa ne ye na. It show maturity. Na sabe, we Ghana ni no obi ade at a point na say we can say ni nipa ne ka wa ya ade say we can.
Yeah.
Enti no, na bo na baso. Because me who say most platforms ne media houses no. Umo obi opportunity say ade ato Ghana for enia. Opportunity be on benye bia ne say omode ye politics. Na COVID na ku papa no na ye nyai registration na ye no. And what has this got to do with the registration? Wahu. Eye areho. Eye mobo.
One mususu say the spread na nsha na spread said the chairman adikuka.
Eye areho. I am expecting say.
Yeah.
NDC for beka say. Omo pa chow December election yentwem. That is the most important thing. Yankwasa line ni yankwato aba. Yankwasa line ni yankwato aba. Eno there there's no problem. But registration na ya you follow all the protocols on atiti ntem aye kama. Center bi ni ho a premises na nkasa ye no protocol ya guso. Na emom ebi mu ho a ne amate ne say outside na yenya enhwe omu temperature kra na nkrofo eden, especially baby a NDC for omu na esie say eye omu stronghold so no ye onwo ti say ye say omu na eni kan me yes mission I think about 2-3 weeks ago e we fidie we ya so say omu ka say na registration na maso minue ya be card ha say ubi san over 10 times or say maso da obi kura say be yen kan straight no ne eche ne say ni be ma ode bo adwuma no ode bo adwuma o say yentwa say registration yi ba so a yentwa ka straight ni e kire no yentwa NDC ni na ma so de biara da obi kura so ko another platform so they say ha o say
castration say ye be yi ohwe o maba
che say yentwa ono kura do say yentwa ni na esa ka stream mu na me kire mu ye be ma ne ntohwe ne we nyina free ho that's how serious it is. Baako so kura de okọ another you say adi ba so de a sa say she kura de mom ba ne mom minisi ho de biara da you know say who issues say COVID-19 any protocols enkoso say ne say ekoso ntimi enye we na you see say we a good citizen now you responsible and competent opposition ne say we can say election no so na so odwen Ghana for election no.
But are they not raising legitimate concerns? For instance, legitimate. Yeah, mamini NDC di free ho. Ghana Medical Association akase bambofo nche monkrofo a wo mu breach social distancing.
So omayimu. Na NDC fo a oman na ewom ye wo doctors om ye NDC fo. Na ye wo doctors a omo nso so eto abama MPP. Na ye wo doctors a omo nye politics. Me pacho, is it not on record say encrophobic or list almost so ye doctors almost de ba out abako kra ye di ni dinka so no nka ho enye sa what I'm saying is say even krampo no ade bia ekoso wo man mu aye de pa nanso bata ho no nanso na bata na NDC fo akọ organize sa nanso kakra na bata ho no mu ye dede. You see, it's very unfortunate. COVID-19 enim NDC enim MPP COVID-19 enye Ghana nko na COVID-19 wo. Ghana kura de ne de sebe. Emi se eye kura enam se omanpanyin government e wo so sesi ano eniam omode atoto ho ne ade no eboa ama sebi wo hu ho to mo no doso omo wuo no ratio ne eyi ni nyina na ewo fom so atiase onim se last time ankrofo ho to mo na ye NDC fo ya aden
o na o mo ya mo
ne hu ato no eye mo ya
eye o ma hudwiri ana se ne o mo ya
eya empire ho bone se enkosoro MPP fo ngu enkosoro why yenya registration nenso election de yenko salai ni yemboboso ni yempia ye ho nen spread ni ento enti no NDC fo ya bremu se mubeka sempa kire Ghana fo a December election no mumra out si yetwam yenya election no next year 2024 covid nko ya yenya election na Ghana phone say modo mo na mpa mo bibi papa as at this morning mutumi nkade ba akopɛ a single thing to Ghanaians say yeba ATS yeba mess mo up mo pam yen yakotena fie candidate mama ba out to say okọ ye no we hu na mistake ono an ka nyam na meka enti no waba yes Ghana phone nim say wa mess wom up ne ye pam na wa ko hu mistake wo ba no wo si eniama ABC di ambe say no
no mama ko 18 na wo mo di agu ho a wo mo say dia da
18 paper review na sama na asem foforo ka kire me review na asem foforo because waba na say Ghana sika nyina Ghana resources gold cocoa oil ehun emporu a Ghana ye free mu ene niema ye cotton ye nya bosia ni nyina gumu o enye say satan all these things were stopped ni nyina eba ni nyina chi no wo freeze employment all right na Ghana for pamo se we freeze me I know your example Ghana for pamo se we freeze employment obi awie university 5 years otifie na nanado his excellency ese mimi ba mesoso sa de na no oba yen so no civil service for won afa nipa napco asusu ano your friend is saying nurses for omutifie ene ade wa yesa de na abso bu bebrebe wo ba yesa sika bebrebe gu onyina allowance ehiafo ene yen bi wu say ya mimi ka ho me ko trainically ne ye de twetwa ye ho wo betwa ne nyina mu loan na ade mom loan wo betua with interest loan wo betua allowance eye free egu botom abandi amount petwitwa ho wo betwitwa mu na wo se sa wo de beba nko ade a ene nke yempam na Ghana for pam na his excellency na nado at that time oka say mimi ba de a me de besa aba all right and no buy no de aba enti wo so wa your mistake ya ade no cancel ye no and obi de aba enti wo ba na wo se yentoma wan say no wo no ade no wa say no na obi ese me ba me ni yo no ani ye no enti wo ba tell us something different. Okay. That is my point.
Coming back to COVID-19 management, coming back to COVID-19 management. After my primary say you to me a trend no mamu because the one delegate or koto abani be no a presiding member and your crew from ono so we are nimi and doctor no wo e kwada so SD no ono so we are one more test ya na ono so e positive wo hwe e uncle Sir John de wo hwe Carlos Ahin kranom. They were playing major role.
Metiwe anope. Bi hu lab test. Dr. Biana
me kasa. Aba bonte. Say ya me boss ni nyina no. The aba bonte a officially ye ka no. But say Matiopoku prempe mi ntimi nka. They say Damboche Wamono enukra no bi kakra na me stop nipa no. Say eno ne mini but Carlos no me dia na aba bonte. Say John dey about bonten clear. Say COVID-19 inti
doctors no na dey about to abe confirm and social media for na.
There be any social media say me any social media say we report about bonten we are not
me no bia ni me. Say integrity ehia me si bibia wo wiase.
Okay.
Me wiase amete no. Me ye panyi due mante kire say. Say uka asem kire me na uni evidence. How do I convince me I who for myself? Me ko jina bontin. That is me. And that makes me MPP.
Okay.
send this for concern no mo de yomo national anthem say yati wo wiem e no mo de yomo ne ma dia me
anya de ati wo wiem mom but anyway it's
COVID-19
I can give you that benefit of the doubt.
COVID-19 the whole world Ghana for it is say NDC for say yi register na ema so da na se ba so a yenyiwa mo ntɔhwɛ se ba so a yenyiwa mo be ma e ba so a yi radio for mo ma ne wo mo omo na se e ba so a over their dead body e ba so a na se abaso e ba so pe e no mo call ran se e na wo mo nko ahɔ na ye de sojafo na eyi akogu e na ba out se mo boa sojafo na eyi kra wo ma ba da covid yi ba ya first eyi ahoho di be gbowura ha no ehu se no say you stop us ade no asa time no nyina ena no so e follow flat etro enu da chire afede mo si na covid-19 yintini ene yenya ne ene election ne mo nka se yenya
okay
enti masam ne se
ya vera
ahwefo ene etiefo ne ehia ne se obi biara wo ka election Trotro, when him say as at the time no crana lockdown near the idea na strict say car says a family and some family nu na your family and I can tell you for a fact say na dura numera station bi o akrofo queue na car ne ma car ne dura omo na force citizens ni mom e na omo force chinchina ye bobo so are you getting my point near make can say every Ghanaian baby biara wo no uhunu say yare no ehu if you say asat enra obi catch me emphatically say eyentro me say enra sem obi catch me one on one say eyentro
say yade
na yare no enya no kre wo mu ewu no enye covid na eku me say enra sem enra NDC yenye ni fa baako o catch me point blank enra ya enya no kre covid bi ani ho NPP4 ene ye pese ye yinti why enti Ghana for yenye opportunity and ye can try mo say covid no e wo ho e real e dangerous e scary enti no wonkwa wankasa as individual but wonkwa ho first emfa wonkwa nkohye obi nsem the police ni ena emebo wonkwa ho e by when ye war ena police ni de tu abebo ho ban enti bo ho ban first na say this for na minua say police for no omo ho by first na mo nwe citizen bi fa cho police for ne army for na aye omo kokon no omo bo omo nkwa ho ban na omo ba oman ho by first minua majeri we dey ma no wo ho ansa security security a wo bo ho ban na oman ne citizens ne ho ban
omo bo nkwa ene ajapade ho ban
na so omo nyai omo na omo nhwa omo ho na what are you a good citizen?
Better say thank you. Anthony Nukwenu, Anthony, the management of COVID-19 said I'm okay. I said more person what said. Oh,
eso abaso noa.
O person no man stand still. But say you go so ye adwuma kakra still you observing the safety protocols. Notwithstanding, said it.
Well, I think despite media.
Yeah.
We review attendance. Nipadudu ebejuma a day. You have put in a lot of measure to be able to make sure say overcrowding offices in the environment. Yes. Aside that, you have enhanced protocols until be very one pass it through the necessary measures. Any honum management is very key in watching all these things. Obi breach here, sanctions were here. Several other private institutions, same and also government institutions, also also. But say a bar. Baby, and nipa be dumping man. It is very difficult because sometimes we meet in our office. Now I assume say this can be done, but when it comes to the practicality, it's a difficulty. As I was driving to your studio this morning, most of the radio stations and one of the sister stations are here, City. There was a comprehensive submission from a doctor as to near Kosu, what is currently happening at Ridge and Kolebu. Number of persons in ICU and number of persons on ventilator. And it's scary. And as young as 5 years old children are on ventilator. Now, he went on to give an account as to a number that came in as a result of the last MPP primaries. And for me, I thought we would not do politics the kind of policy my sister did this morning. We will put reasoning to bear. Election is a constitutional duty. Elections is constitutional and it's an entrenched clause. In the year NDC for do we have right to organize election in this country? Omanpenyi, and apart from which we have to Ghana for any. So due to ABCD, we have to take these emergency steps.
I don't know easy, sir.
And we will look at it as a country, whether it is feasible to even go, because to amend that clause is about referendum.
Yeah.
And referendum any part about bullshit. And it tells you say this counties. Now when it comes to election, a year 10 hours exercise. Maintenance of law and order can be. But when it comes to the other side, which is a 40 days exercise, you cannot tell me say it is an equal measure. But management of the COVID situation. You see, the very time the Minister of Health, said, COVID has come to stay. Let's manage to live with it. You see, when you say these things, it tells people, say, to hell with what? And he also started here, the rate at which you use sanitizer, you washing and so on. It's happening in our brass. And then who drive here? Who most of our trotro, instead of just seeing Mufa 2, they are still taking 3. But your MTT for Jina Kwan, so they are not enforcing that. I mean, I'm culture almost enforcing. The Nyama Bebre Tochima again. Unavailability of PPEs, ni other essentials are medical for a use. I need to me and to the NDC for the account. And as at this morning, about half of staff at Wonokuchi are resigning. Are you aware? Who are resigning? It's the pressure.
Reasons for resignation.
Because their life is at risk. Protective mechanisms anyhow into more resigning. Enti uko Noguchi say samples were but nipa ejuma previously no human resource na bafem. So they cannot do the work as it is. Aside as so testing kits bebre enya available. Enti nyama bebre atochima. Are you aware to say most of Nkrofuna and isolation, you without testing themselves because they are asymptomatic. Most of them have been rushed back into ICU. Are you aware? They can't say 5,000 you are discharged because they have only asymptomatic in we now for say and NDC for a year day.
But so be asymptomatic now, it doesn't mean say discharged. So what tested positive in Kwanda measure.
Time omu nipa 5,000. No, say WHO a review say nipa asymptomatic. It doesn't need to be tested and yes and now WHO because say yen cancer because doctor been a year in the submission. That was the submission that was made. That recovery jumping from 5,000 to 10,000. You remember?
Recoveries.
That was the submission. Say the WHO review no said 2 testing before discharge. Almost review to 1. Do you remember that? Am I lying or that's the fact of the statement? And as of today, most of those people that were discharged as having recovered. Some have been rushed back to ICU. Because the danger with this COVID is when you are asymptomatic. That is the best strike you. It is taking you to your grave. That is the danger as we are living with. Until you test yourself, you don't know say I didn't know and until we are at risk. Me and I we are speaking as communicators. So we have to review even coming to studio. Because I can say they are potential careers.
Oh.
As a result of their primaries, they are potential careers. Okay. They are potential careers. I will say it without any fear of ambiguity. So, sitting in even studios like this, we have to be very, very cautious with them. Very, very cautious because the media by Timmy Tinaha, I can say, framing news about people in ICU are, I find it so ridiculous. Any moon media for na mo breaking news in the nipa if you folks are on side ICU. So where's the NDC portal that created that news?
Okay.
I don't want us to do this to ourselves. But when he wants to draw that line, I have more salvos to throw at her. And very, very heavy ones. I don't want to do it because Nippon Kwanedi Diagrano. We have made a classical analogy to you, say. So why Yahubwa, so could see a bronsign. And now, who what 3-bedroom, any chamber, a hall, I only will boost you for whom. Who the Sikako to talk to Sanyamanu? And I wash us here. And I won't say, Ufie say because Nippon Kwan Ekwa. Will you continue building that story building? Or you wait, you stop it, sell some of the proper materials and use the money. So best save you unkwan. You say elections in tea. Young Koswa money pambo dumping. Embo peso no omukwaya registration. When daily, as we speak today, Kolebo ayema, ICU ayema, ventilators ayema. Nipa dudua ewo isolation Kolebu, all the beds are full. The ridge is full. That is the current situation. You can go to Kolebu, speak to the medical directors, they will confirm what I'm telling you. Because these are submissions they've made this morning on several other networks. And as a country, you're worried. Say, a two nimia, you're Russian, you're Kodahifa, even the Eko. So, this MPP politicking, I'm not interested. I'm not interested because I still believe say Niekosu in terms of registration ya starting is a potential spread of COVID. C'est escalatia. Ye ni ahubwa ye dibe so anu. Ye ni facilities ye dibe ebe keteli. Ye ni medicines ye dibe so anu. So we are looking into the near future. I bet me a danger to the country. And that is why you know a partisan politicking.
Okay. All right.
I'll be very worried. And one of my leaders of NDC is under ICU. I'll be very worried.
Okay.
If she's not worried, I'm ashamed for her.
How you need 100.9? Mame kona etio4 and so emremubi. Yemfe etio4 kakra. 0302243540. 0302257902. Answer number call no share quick messages. And come out for study for Achima University. Registration of the new voters ID card is a good measurement to promote peaceful vote within the coming elections. And we thank all Ghanaians for participating on this exercise. Let's continue to follow the safety protocols. And come out Achima University or Diabe. Kwamena acidity have for children. As you know, no amount of intimidation from MPP government. Any Honorable Collins Dauda and a bit to me ama registration and course year. Na which is MPP government na kasa and woman lusu elections ever. When say COVID-19 is real, but unfortunately Nanado has placed elections above it. The mass compilation of the needless ongoing voters register resistance were seen by the hypocrites in the media, civil society organizations, Peace Council, and the account. NDC own problem. Sir John's death is no different from the hundreds of Ghanaians. Where your precursor Kwame aristocrats or the Frikaswa old barrier. Ebenezer the Frikwabine World Junction. Also, day 2 of the UC's registration. So far, so bad in terms of social distancing protocols. We are told the protocols will be observed, but all registration centers have been otherwise. They've been doing otherwise. Into way Ebenezer and also came. Akwasi kesi the Frigomwan crime. Also, to get infrastructure, quality education, good policies, quality healthcare, and good economic management, make sure you will register and vote massively for JDM to fulfill Ghanaians, to fulfill his promises to Ghanaians. We also chair Richard John Mensah, next MP, Gomwa West. When some Jerry Kofi Adam is only tickling himself and laughing on. Ghanaians will not bring Mahama back because Akufo-Addo in 3 years back while quite bibre. Carrying of roads, Mahama and NDC couldn't even do in 8 years. Kusi Edifra Denta. Okuro, Yaboa Brahma Benin. Or see, if that was a coach, like he would lose all his matches. Selection is very poor. How can you select Sir John? Rest in peace. Okuro Brahma Benin. Sir Wuku also fellow Ghanaians. The COVID-19 is real and no respecter of persons. So let's do well to observe all the safety protocols to protect ourselves. Say Wuku Esuboy. Musa Batua. Or say a disgusting to say the least. Influential people in this country should speak. The culture of impunity and state captured that we're seeing today is becoming increasingly worrying. Look at how innocent Ghanaians are being subjected into molestation just because they want to register and exercise their constitutional right. I'm pleading. Obi answer non kasa. Kondo wahalo. Yo. Sami Boachi Asaban Kese. I see, in fact, the great elephant family has lost a great man in our body politics. But those who are free, aka said John, indeed, death is inevitable. May your gentle soul rest in peace. Today marks third day of new registration exercise, and I want to know, is NDC registering? NDC members, are you registering? Where your Sami Boachina ABC. Well, some people die of illness, others die by accident. This is how we exit this physical life. We need to live as children of God so that we can have peaceful rest afterwards. Sir Jones, edifice uchum. Yanko Amanusona, Memfa, my friend for Nekakra. Bebato Mache?
Hey, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Hey, when I'm out to Jane Gown.
And Gown, so, and I
don't you go see how I can.
You, Nana, you're quite.
Mike, what do you got there? No fasting in your back of the only
Some more.
Mike, wait a minute down. I'm just a second. Let me see just my I'm the boss. They don't. More, I go point down. Mike, I'm in Germany with a bankoya boa. And I'm in here, you guys, I want to my state warehouse. See what you can hear about Papa, what was my uncle point of Papa. Mike, why are there? Ukoba, and you may watch us out of my Ghana. Mike, you're best. I buy your for the channel. I am Tuffour. You my pa, and not for what do I hear? And Ghana for Airport. I'm an anado. Mike, the young man and this is for sure. Next year, I'm showing you, and I say, Abra Ghana former Akonya, Ama former President from Zamani Mahama, Abatra Abanaso. Obianim, Yamra Mama, no other Ghana Sikanaba. What is the kind of young confirm? I'm going to call Bakina Paso. What is the kind of Equabia of Sabbath? I'm a nearing now every year. And what is for General Parliament, Sabbath, or the Ghana Fatam Patapata. Nina come for the mic. Or so the do shot about my Ghana. Now come on with your one. A free young Cabia to have a faithful. I'm a young Ramani Mahama born and tell my young free young Gazette. More people for what the Ghana Fortica. Nasa net. Yes, I got to a bank. Now, Mike, Gabiana and this is going to be transferred to my fear. Almost what my mistake.
You're not person of from Ra.
That's what I'm going to Ramani Mahama by. Now, I know that I want to saw Solomon. If you ever said Ghana for, who get out by now, Freddy Casey? I mean, no, because I'm before Kawasaka. One, this is 150. About said, I'm.
Okay, yo, better say my offer from Rebbe. Remember to match? Yes, sir. With the any baby, I can say free.
My patrol only abema Erico Kono, Mikasa Olapas.
Erico, it's you.
Mike, Mitia, Anthony Nupeno, and Ne Barney. Anthony Wakasama, Menia, Anope. What the drama who said, no Michael. Then coronavirus such as actually a month like I said before when you phone our mother hospital. No, you see, an obvious through I own Mike. I gave back what mechanic says. As some I catch a yeasty. Send a coronavirus up. I'm a obvious so say a kuma mafo. I'm a no balance equals to the piano. You see, I know Mike. The Sinan police station on matches the Gamba register. The bar crowd that I say I draw so. social distancing no enye juma ho abla kisi fo no panyimfo no nyina ho ne ma we no mu Mike ade wonye ko na waro sana ba na fo be jo hon bebre Mike wo ka to hu de ko so ama for to put it last and no or put it bebre akọ the beer the whole country the beer no ba ka dem say that social distancing enye juma ho no nti no enye wo sem na eba but Jerry you na see you na bi before na mo koye primary na mo koye yesi na mo fo troso omo ba ite bia na panyimfa kese o makoda hospital o disi afi nkrofo na omo ti aba bonti eya no krese coronavirus na ekwa obi ne mu
okay
so that's why hospital and they say yesi fo no mo hu ana o man pin na do hu no my koso
okay
after
Eriko
case ne be koso be bre be katro e je se me ju tantro
but I say my yemfa next one me pa cho mache
my game je so
yetio ya
Rawaba and say, Union, the Kase, the Maliba Passenger, the Bishop for Yapo, the Kaipa says, the college about who were doing Caswa. We could do not more wealthy, no matter how Kumshi, and check the St. John Trinity, but then a travel. By I say, and you college Monamonia, you win 9 years. The boy in the crab or your call, tackle payment for one. Na nyese MPP kai Ghanaian sana ukase Ghanaian so yendi sinikra na yaba moja ye koda ho majeche na papai na yankini yade nya ko patu sa na yana bute ko yako ye bese Ghana ko se yawe yi abaye kan bi se mo pani lusi se ye na yanko no yankasa na yiti yambu yesu se komdi ana ma ya kunya se MP ye kuma sele ki o 20 asor for 20 ana dia bahande na itu babi buku kana fonti ma materi mwanka samu kitu se ya so ti seni pere seni penalty mas ma ayi yeto ne factory odi pere seni bishi bi mimi na mabe pressure mbaki na mtia musu ti o se minister betumu masa wenya ayi 20 kana Afrika akukuti akoto wachi unkurebi uko kazi 3 city wachi misiba ko bi share na akoto wachi ni nam 9 city Magari. Ukrepi. Uke wangu. Aliye jiji. Babi kisa magari. Mo mti ba asema mekasa mo moje. Ugana bija for moje kwa Ghana futa because mo kan wo mi futa better this for okay. Create politics. Ya besere. Ghana for mo me fanya politics.
All right.
Ghana. Magari mani chewe tu for Ghana.
Better say anyway doing shout the aba. Beba cho mache.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Also, Mr. McDerry,
Yeah.
what is it?
Nyame adom ko bema.
Yo, Mr. Nokure Asteni. Because Africa, so my mentia will know my phone, Namicha, Medran this year or Tiho, Yamisha, Namicha, Mamma Nampin. You know, for Swajarin and Akoyo, maybe a mobia, Unyame, and come home. Na McDerry, ye Naya, my Hoyako. Na young country, a bushing force, a giant bushing force, Omuni. Na Magari, Yedikaya Mekoso, Aye, Obaka, so CP electoral area, almost 2 weeks in so far stepping. Yedibaya Alola, Naya Sum Yan Coupon, dear Mamma, Bob for Masum Yan Coupon, Crying. Oko baby or Muton so far, among Tom Cran Femau. Minu Wukase me Babemo and Wafagal on me and son, more than 3 hours in your mind. We used to, and then a cost. And so many I was seeing news to at the Wuri and a brainy, not a dainty so a film to quatry a woman. Nayan can say yen Yanaman Swa, almost registration center, almost Bopison say a normal show. Almost Wabiano, almost put an intimate you on home quay. Na sabi ni aminu ni enu ye ni bi ana mo ba pe so nti ma me je men say wo share your bo so be ma social distance aye juma enti wo ye wa se ni so be ma social distance na ye juma e wo ba bi am register ma mo mem ko fo mom pe so e say ya to fu wantie ene hwe de o man ga na wo de ko e sa krono ne keta se chama mu a wo pese ko so na kina wo man mu nti ene hwe de mo ye and excavator ayira abobo ya ayira traffic ayira fertilizer $12.5 million a year ni na besi no man peniti mi mo ho wa enhwehwe fa mayen aden efio mo man mu na yetitu fo bi efesa nyansafo mu wai ta na nyansafo no mo ba de bo man kro no Okay, so be fight corruption, and the corruption almost more fighting. So at any part of the who you or my diso among continency, special prosecutor now, what now, I do not cannot say. And the more can and what to so more and Katamu and Yesi, and the will be fighting corruption amount for any part who you need. It will my penny and no cover the catch when you saw penny out in a few man Colarian and Nankano, or my penny and no cover yet me you won't film.
Okay, that's
no poor man, no chrono.
That's it. Mayemfa next one. Marchie.
Nigeria, from the say.
Yamiadum.
Watching the February class extra.
Watch it here.
Yeah, and the pay me fancy a magana for you now. Now, they don't, they in the man in the bush of phone, I won't say it. And the MPP phone, and I'm penny for him, be a set. In a yabutre, and Yamabe Koye. Now, my MPP for admin at the crowd, one pen or mine, our munya, I to munya brew. Yes, you're controlling. And yes, I am so, would your own person be a man for home control with him? Tenafia, never did that. I never by force. About 20 blue, I never by force for to be. If you want to link of blame, will be or who say, and I are ban years showing. Never watch your métier. Meaning say I know, as you control meeting. And I want this in the also say I know. As it Tenafia, man for next Coca-Cola, as soon as my former President Mahama. Why mistake? No, the quality mistake. Now, again, I'm more between quality mistake. As I was at the end of the month, where who is it? There are not a good word about the young. Well, no, and the one who said, send a yellow, and the man who is it, and another other year. At the end of the moment, I'm yesterday and another, a yellow. Then you had the mouth headache. You are no one all year. Young fellow soon say, you know, where who is it, Emra. And this is for all you're very careful. So on my way, yeah, go and you're funny say, we have 4 years, 8 years, we're going to Saudi and Trump. South Africa, I'm a papa on Budo, since Mandela time. It was a Mandela Yanni, my papa, Mandela Party, and all it is so, we're about a baby. And this is one division, be so, Montrasi, not every before Milo. Not done of one you say, free education, you enjoy, whatever. We'll set this time, sign a real bay. I can see some of the idea how mouth for. I got what we go to school fees. No, I'm
okay. Meda say, and no one so dear what they abaha and na yedisi. Obibi a free be meda some more share sending messages. Meda say, what's our messages in my bomb? My bia. I'm interested in me and say bia. We say, are they full of sorrow? You're right, Papa, na Sir John, your man, no shedding. I catch it, and this is one some come on tomb. Oh, are they? What is happening to? Hey, Maza, machine, you're wrong. Anyway, and yede afraid you made the BBC. Mama send the messages in some of them. I say, but my main car was say, so we were Juma were register. Na so we were 1,000 Ghana cedis bid the wa, and it's ye. Fidelity for some countries obey to me, I your woman agent. And found one the awoya shop no more, or shop on for BB Kahon. It's a bit to my mobile phone shop, a bit to my boutique, a bit to my mobile money operator, a bit to my any other shop, and one say when they a Fidelity Bank, a bidding kutahon. One more a recruit to a year one more agents. It will person we agent at the Fidelity Banker. One more shall see and ra. One more mark of him said 31st, a beson. Enti obenya mfaso de bebre e de free sanche hye mu obenya commission our transactions are obeye obenya 10,000 insurance cover 10,000 insurance cover I don't know Fidelity for the beye de amount e be many padodo na so abawura shop ho and I'm say Fidelity abawura shop no mu ho free number is here 050 129 1387 050 129 when Fidelity Bank any commerce is here and our email agent onboarding team at myfidelitybank.net agent onboarding team at myfidelitybank.net when Fidelity and Casa also Fidelity Bank believe with us when we didn't come on very finance submission uncle
Mestre tie for ne Ghana for nyina say new registration na ekoso no
Yeah.
Omo emo modern emfa omo ho nyimu kese pa. Obia nkwotwero ne din eduru o pulling eyi ho a center ho a baby a wo kwotwero di no monko. Mekoso akade bia ye health insurance NDC for say maso da yempe edu ho omo de kosa alive first. Personally me kwaye me health insurance NDC ni ena ma me begina nanim oso okọ ho 3 am me duru ho 7 en lo se madam udi eja uni adaje me nua no di manim ya wodi ansa na ma ye me de Ghana card NDC for say chobo Ghana chese ebutu ba ne san eduru ho wom na di kan kwasa line metena afidie we ya so about 3 weeks ago say NDC for say maso na say ni say no won training won crop for testing won take part won panyifo nyina ye meni nua ye akra na ba ha me so won be ye eduru ho ampara ba biara omo claim say eye won ankasa ese eye omo stronghold as we speak omo na register the highest MPP for mu tie ni ye won ankasa enti Oma sheda the COVID be boni pe hu se na COVID na omo nkrofo no baby akrado bia NDC for no makoye o se twe wo call center ni inside ho na ye registration ankasa social distancing bibia ko pepe na omo nkrofo akogu o ve so omo na ni kan register ansa na MPP for kraba mesramo nuanom obi anko enko ni di na NDC for first day any second day kekekra no wo pro more than 70% on atwo mudin sa no me health insurance sa no me Ghana card Ghana for they say ye ni ada ho
what did they measure almost strong
one na be keka say omo ho omo atwo mudin on atwo mesemu efi say ehunu bi pen me boa ye say ehunu bi pen ti na aboa de ene ne be di agora no yi nani health insurance ni omo ye no ene Ghana card ni omo ye no anyway say no pe
very me that say
enti obi ankwotro ni din
Anthony
ye hu su ye
yo
Mark de wetimi aka ne say mebo obi biara kokko say in as much as isi ni aban ye tintin ti say ye expose your health na trade no udu center bia fa wonkwa first na hwe de obetimi aye abo ho so ko register na kita card na adibechi week beba na wa nyame dia mfaso bi ani so enti ukona gidigidi a bebe bigina na hwe se usu nose mask ehye uhwini ano wo sanitizer make sure say any moment you are involving in anything no apply so that you can wait me you when free sa adenum ufi also na obedu fi ahohronsa untade a odi akọ sa center no make sure say we yi ato abontin ahwe say we see no enimenimu a because that the very environment registration is very very infectious enti mesre obia make sure say yemfa yen ahobambo entu yenim na nyina yentimi enyi free ye free this kind of situation mo the menu aba na kasa agiatum say for day 1 and 2 and this for do no na register you should tell him say then the election is a foregone history for them because mu MPP for no one say NDC ni ko register e be den akoto amakufu ado enti mesre anope Greater Accra obi biara we nya kwan akọ center bia no
okay
be paucho be bri hwe ohun so yie
all right
men ko ebibi basabasa ebe ban say police for ebe rise up a proud so aka ho oman mu ohaw ni atiti wom dida ma di huni na me gini say yenyina ebetimi akọ this exercise mu very successful na bibia ye
better say and na woman wetin womonka Anthony Nupenu oye NDC Greater Accra regional organizer and wetin nka ewojumedi so Vera Oredu the MPP national communication team member Vera so Anthony na me bisa say opome e dey na wo
me na nya me I'm very fit and fiddle
Okay. It's a number person me a bit curious.
Thy rod and thy staff shall comfort me all the days of my life.
Yes. That's it. 80 and then one more and I would say one more can. What will Freya? What will text you? Me that say. Frema Bankro, are you in charge of the social media handles? Are you Facebook Live? And that Roman BBA, are you live? And then I'm Akuma Befi. And then we play 2 major roles or your newspaper review. And then one is I be DJ. Now I'm a Kabagu woman. I just say, yeah, ni uncle. Kabagu to me uncle. Memory so na me ko. Sir John, who are your lawyer, Kojo, who's so free and Nimra so ko. Kojo, we have fair Nimra so ko weekend, ya Yaquako energy. Nana Jessica Panimra so ko. Oh, yes, a more. Daniel, you ever go into a Hana, who shall not a year. But Abrabo Papa. Jane wouldn't you want Jane Papa? But wouldn't you not some him? If we are seeing a member of you, I was within the luxurious AGYEMAN. Maybe I said about Kojo Damianto. Maybe I said I may you free my bankroll. Maybe I said I may Nana Koma Befi. And you mean a Chaguin and no one a Bunina. Maybe I said about my Dr. Dixon now, yeah, Father Dixon, on the executive producer. General Manager Kennedy Santos and a Bonichido. Fesia Boaje, the darling boy named supervisor. Penny no more boy almost said nobody go up on so the mammy. Chief engineer Chuagbun and Jarin and Abuaje, me Mamwache, Edamase, and a Walker. Others and Chroma in charge of the electricals. Edamujinas. God willing, tomorrow is going to be another day. Ochina Ebeda Fufro. The best is your Ghana MONTIE. So, no moment, then you remember 7:30. And then many NCC for Bishia. Robin, a woman play, your COVID-19 or Kuyimo. About to announce registration exercise, because I know so at the end of more year. And then many NCC, one of the deputy commissioners have been in common, one of the deputy directors, finance and administration. And then many Bishia, your touchlights who will need 100.9. DJ Bosco Crado, Obekrama Kobim said, no, do me a November. I'm sure BBS will need 100.9. The name still remains the same, Luxurious AGYEMAN.